Damn it, son, you got that on 10. I like it like that, though. How do you prefer your pub time? Fucking on 10.
Loud and in your face, so
Obnoxious. That's right.
we know that's how you prefer it.
You know it is. Hey, now everybody gets to watch you read your text the entire time. It better be something good over there.
No, it's not as usual. I was
Well,
just
Mike,
trying to
what?
share it.
Who are you
Just
sharing
trying
it
to
with?
share it. I'll just share it on Facebook or whatever.
Hey, if the fuckers don't know and they ain't here already,
Fuck them, right?
are they here? Are they
Then
here?
fuck them,
Then
dude.
fuck.
Those roasts. I don't even know if they're still doing them.
He's still the
But
master.
those roasts were fantastic, and Jeff Ross is the absolute king
Oh,
of
he's the
those
best. There's
roasts.
no one better.
I think it's so awkward for like the person that is, um, the whoever they're roasting, right?
Oh, yeah, you gotta be crawling out of your skin the entire
And
time.
then like by the time they get up there at the end, right? Because they're usually last. It's almost like underwhelming because it's like everybody's already hammered you. They've already made jokes about each other, and now here you come. Like
You
you
gotta really
probably
come out
yeah, you
blazing.
probably had to cross like at least 10 jokes off your list that other people used ahead of you and go from there. But
The
I don't know, man. Those things are solid gold. And like
the
the
Pamela Anderson one, when they fucking get into Courtney Love, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Greg Giraldo, maybe. Oh my god. It's gold. That might be one of the best lines ever.
is he the one that like died probably like, I don't
Yeah,
know, seven or
probably
eight
right
years ago?
after. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, same
Funny
mate
how that
that
happens, Kurt.
say yeah, no shit. Same fate as Kurt Cobain. You fucking piss
I
off
think it
Courtney
wa
Love.
he might have OD'd, though. I don't think it was a shotgun to the face.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure it's the same
unfortunate.
person. Same trigger man, probably.
Yeah.
I remember how didn't I have her on my like front women list? You were pissed. Or I had
Oh
her
god.
honorable mention.
I couldn't motherfuck you hard
Some
enough.
shit.
I'm liking the new studio. Bushlight Bandit studio. That's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. I had to try to give it, a little color, although it just sort of blends into the rest. But it's kind of
Nobody
nice
would
to.
ever know you're in your mother's basement.
No, sir. I am in my own basement though. I pay good money for this basement. But
Are
yeah,
you
I
st
got like a corner partitioned off.
Yeah? How'd you do it?
Yeah. Oh, it's just fucking blankets, dude. I got a desk
Yeah.
here and just got my own little corner.
What are you doing about the reverb? I mean, I don't think the blankets are stopping a whole lot.
Oh, I guarantee you that I have less reverb than what you're dealing with there. 1,000%.
1000%.
1,000%. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I don't have any
Alright.
no corrugated metal
You have nothing
surrounding me.
over there, sir. You have nothing.
Nothing.
Blankets.
Blankets, yeah. Matty Ice
Damn, Rydell, you wanna get in, son? Let's do it.
Matty Ice told
We
me
take
that,
phone calls now.
and he said it right there, right? That I kind of showed him what I was working with the other day, and he said I look like a prisoner asking for ransom money or
What's that?
whatever
You
with
do right
my
now,
light.
actually, a little bit. You look like you're
Take
about to be beheaded.
let's see, take it down a notch. Taking it down a notch. The pump is primed. All right. Oh, Kev. So, uh, we talked about this. So I think we're gonna do like 5 for 5, and some of you, like Kev, you could chime in for sure because you would have been a part of some of this stuff. 5 for 5. It's January of 2013, so 10 years ago, and it's a Friday night. What are 5 things in January of 2013 that would have made for a fantastic night?
We're going back and forth for sure because I ain't letting you fucking gangster mine. Very unfortunate.
You guys are always invited, man. All you gotta say is, "Hey, send me an invite."
Send that link, son.
That's all you gotta do.
Yes, hell
Hookers,
yeah,
Kev,
hookers. Absolutely. Not Hooters, hookers.
Hooters, hookers.
That Daytona sauce ain't worth a shit.
I'm pretty sure that's something we never ever partook in. And that's the truth. That's not even like trying to clean it up. I mean, maybe you did. I don't know. But
Now,
back then I didn't
let's
have
be
to.
honest. Let's be honest.
Hey, 10 years ago, I didn't
All
have
the
to pay for
ladies out there
sex.
listening. No, you pay one way or another. Whether it's a business transaction in the beginning or the end, you pay. I mean, it's
Well,
just
beer was a lot cheaper back then. So,
well,
drinks in general were a lot cheaper.
consider the kind of woman you're bringing home after nickel natty light night.
Yeah, joke's on me.
Exactly. And my Redskins blanket.
R.I.P. to the Redskins blanket.
One for my homie.
The Redskins blanket is not on my it's not on my top 5, believe it or not.
It should be on your back wall. You would
Uh
have had something stiff to hang that flag on.
I know. Get it knocked on. I definitely would have had reverb then, bouncing off the fucking crusty spots.
Yes, all the unborn children.
Ugh. No, absolutely.
They could have been scientists, presidents of something. What the fuck
So
happened?
so do you think this list, like, is it
It doesn't have to
I
all be debauchery. No, it
no, or I
doesn't.
mean, it could be things that, uh, you would not want there, right? Like, a lack of something would make it a great night.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? There are probably a few things, like, there were definitely a few people when we went to the cooler, like, if they were not there, it was a better time,
They had, intake depends on how much.
usually. Usually. I can't tell. I feel like I'm picking up my, I feel like I'm picking up my voice occasionally back in my like, right now. Is,
Oh, you'll be fine.
do you
Does
have
it
the
not
other
sound as
do
does
you
it
have
not
the
s
other mic muted?
You're definitely not talking to the other mic sitting in this
No.
room, I promise.
But I'm saying, like, the headphones are hanging on it, so, like, I didn't is it muted to where the sound's coming out that and going into the mic? No? Alright.
No.
Maybe you got your headphones just full blast.
Hey, listen, I didn't have you take that other board for you to be the fucking IT guy 40 miles away,
I
okay?
am not 40 miles away. It's like 30
37 and a half.
tops. Tops. How's it sound? We haven't really, like, messed around with getting this, whole thing set up. Does it sound okay, at least? People listening? Tolerable?
It says sounds like shit.
We get a essay from Matty Ice afterwards
Alright, pal.
telling
5 for
breaking
5.
it down. Alright, 5 for 5. It's
Friday night,
January 2013, Friday night. 5
8:40.
things. Okay, like, this one's kinda lame, but, like, not that we partook in this one a lot back then, but one thing that would have been very helpful is a designated driver.
Oof.
Uh, you know what
We're
I'm
not
saying?
great at that. No, you
No.
were fucking actually pretty good at that. You were
Oh,
pretty good at just leaving your keys somewhere. "Hey, just come scoop me up."
there you go. Hey,
That shit sounds
whatever.
great when I'm not drunk.
I mean, that one's not great. I'll try to do better here. So, back then, going 10 years ago, for starters, what you needed to have a good Friday night back then was a little cash in your pocket.
I guess it
Maybe
all depends on where you're going.
that's true too. That's true too. So I'll do that one, man. A little spare change to go out and have a good time.
Change in the
Which
pocket.
which wasn't always a given, back then. So for
Alright, so
sure.
my number 5 is starting in the I'm going right for it. We know where it starts. Where it goes from there, who knows? But that's a couple cool drafts at the cooler. Maybe a bushy, maybe a lunchbox, I don't know. That's a good way to start a Friday night.
I haven't had one of those in a long time.
I got so much amaretto upstairs, it's ridiculous.
Well, maybe that's what we're doing. Maybe
I keep telling
Tuesday.
the old lady to try one. She's like, "It sounds disgusting." I'm like, "Listen, you'll love it." She been all over the amaretto stone sours. I'm pretty sure that's the like that just popped up, so it's gotta be. I tell her to try
You
it, she
know?
don't believe me, but most of the time
Oh,
that plays out
Lunchbox is
well for
awesome,
her.
man. Like, it doesn't sound like it's something that would be very good, but it's delicious.
Alright, number 4.
Number 4 for me, um, okay, this one was definitely true. On a Friday night, 10 years ago, you knew it was gonna be good if, Chad was bartending,
Yeah, Chad's
for
World.
sure. Chad's
Everybody
World.
loves a
If it
good
was
Chad
Chad's
World.
World at the cooler, and honestly, that usually meant quite a few free drinks, um, as well, and just who knows what sort of fucking chaos you were in for.
Yeah, for sure. And Chad usually brought his crowd with him,
Oh, for sure.
so the
He's like
place was
he was a bartender that bartended once a week, that basically had groupies, right?
groupies.
He had groupies. Like, they would literally people that would never step in that bar any other time would show up on Friday night when he was bartending. And lo and behold, he'd end up having sex with at least one of them in the men's room.
Hold on. Who had
Yeah.
sex with who in the men's room?
Well, I'm saying that Chad had, like, a following, right? And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
people
yeah.
that would never be there. And inevitably, it seemed like almost always he would end up sleeping with one of them in the bathroom.
I don't know, Billy, you might know. You might know C Webb. I went to school with him.
Chad is a good-looking guy, fit.
I'd fuck him. What about you,
Yeah,
Brad?
shit.
How
Yeah,
many lunch
absolutely.
boxes?
Probably none.
He gave us enough free drinks over the years. We probably
We
should
we
at
probably
least gave him
owe
a
him.
blow and
Let's
go. At
we
least.
probably yeah. Probably got a few IOUs. Let's just call him up and make the offer. You
All
go
right.
first.
My f I will. You can have the sloppy seconds. My 4, this it's kinda weak, but you gotta get a base down, and our base usually was frozen pizzas.
Yeah,
So,
frozen
either a Butch's or maybe a Silver Bullet pizza if we were really out and about, you know what I mean? But gotta have
yeah,
decent base.
if our intention was to eat food, we usually went to, like, the Silver Bullet or somewhere like that first because there was just more to choose from, right? Bigger menu, and then we would migrate, to the cooler, which was basically strictly liquid diet unless you wanted, yeah, frozen pizza, which definitely nothing to scoff at,
No,
uh, by
that
any
chili
means.
cheese pizza is a game changer for anybody.
Um, so we're on the 3. It sucks because this is kind of, like, unique to us, and so maybe some of you can't relate, but, uh, I always liked it when we bumped into people that we knew, um, that we hadn't seen in a while, maybe, like, whether it
Is
was,
it
like
some of the ones you see though that you're like, "Oh, shit, god damn it."
no, no, I mean, like, we'd go out and bump into, like, Sandoval or somebody like that, right? Like, you don't expect to see him, next thing you know, he's at the bar, and then, at that from that point on, like, eventually
The night's getting better,
you're
yes.
gonna end up at Club Cabaret with the VIP card before it's all said and done, um, if you kind of found yourself in that situation.
Well, we're getting closer to the 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and snatch that one from you.
Okay, what is it?
And that's a dollar breakfast at the Club Cabaret. You've never had a
Wasn't
better
it like 19-cent breakfast? I thought it was, like, cheaper than
some
that. It
was
was
I think it was
stupid.
a dollar to begin, but then you could add sides of, like, more meat, more potatoes, more eggs for a very, very small cost.
I thought it was 19-cent breakfast, and you could get, yeah, you got, like, 2 eggs, toast, and, like, bacon or sausage, and, like, you get, like, 4 of them,
Now, hold on.
for a couple
I s
bucks.
I see that someone in the comments is disagreeing with this, but I'll tell you right now, if the Club Cabaret was open every day and you could walk in and have food, they would put a third of the businesses, like actual restaurants, out of business.
Yeah,
They were
the
pretty
the
good.
actual the lunch and dinner was great, it was the dessert you had to worry about.
That's right, I bite you. Alright, what's your 2?
Um, Gosh, number 2. Oh boy, I'm trying to think. I mean, now, you know me, this was not up your alley, but for me, number 2, I was always a sucker for some fucking karaoke.
Yeah?
So, karaoke night, which you wouldn't find on Friday nights usually. They usually save that shit for like a
Those suspicious
midweek.
minds. I know where you're going.
They usually save that for like the middle of the week when it was a little slower to try to draw in some people. But I always enjoyed some fucking karaoke whenever the opportunity presented itself. And yeah, there were bars. There were bars that were like karaoke bars, had karaoke all the time, and that's like why people went there. I was never a fan of those places 'cause I thought people took it too seriously.
I
And I'm like,
like it
dude, we're
better
here
when
to
you
have
just
fun.
get up and start singing over top of the jukebox. I
That's
like
good
that
too.
kinda karaoke. I like
That's
that,
good
Brad.
too.
You only get that very
Very seldomly. Yeah,
very seldom. Every so often.
it's like Haley's Comet, like once every 8 years or some shit.
What's your go-to? You going Neil Diamond or
I don't. I
Elvis
haven't.
Presley?
I haven't done it in a long time. I don't even know what I'd pick
Motherfucker,
if
you're
I
gonna
was gonna
sing
do it
2 songs,
tomorrow.
Sweet Caroline or Suspicious Minds. I know exactly
Oh
where you're
no,
going with
you got
this.
country roads is there.
You tried the Billy Joel one, but you
Wasn't no
can't
good. Yeah,
ramble through the ramble.
I wasn't ready for that. Not that I wasn't ready. It's just it's tough. Um, and then oh shit, what's the other one? Oh, I started like at late, last year or so at the campground when they'd have karaoke. I started busting out the Eagles here and there, but tried to expand my
Hotel
catalog.
California? Yeah?
No, not Hotel California. Usually it was
That's Scott's song, by the
oh
way.
fuck. I don't know why I can't think of it. Whatever. Moving on. What's your number what?
2.
2?
Number 2. I'm going to go, pre-game activities. I used to like to get a little burn on before I'd go out, kinda give my thirst up. I'm not really like that anymore. I can do both, but most of the time I like to do one or the other. But back in the day, yeah, you get in that box a little bit and get your thirst worked up before you get into the bar. Calm you down a little bit too, you never know what you're walking into at the
Right.
cooler.
That's true. Um, I'll say number 2 for me. Uh,
Hey,
just what?
this is your one, bud. You
Is it?
started this thing off, yeah.
Okay. Well, I got like a 1A, 1B.
Yeah, we can do that.
So 1B would be options. Having options on a
Yeah?
Friday night 10 years ago,
Yeah,
where
you don't have many options anymore.
no, having options, and I think most of you probably know what I mean by that. It was one of those good nights when you knew you got to choose, and that was always nice. And then 1A, I would say, it was Taco John's. Taco John's at 4 o'clock in the morning because hey,
Legendary.
even if you didn't have options, you knew that Taco John's was not gonna let you down.
You had JoJo
You get you a fucking grilled chicken and potato burrito or some shit like that, and
and all
that
the
would
nacho cheese you
and
can handle.
all the nacho cheese you could handle, and that would usually put you in a good place. Um, yeah, and really just other there's so many other little things like, having and not getting arrested or
Oh, that
things
was
like
the
that. Those
best
were
part of
always
most of those
a
nights.
plus.
That night, I was sitting in the parking lot with a, like, door full of potatoes. I have no clue how that didn't end up in a ride
Well,
home.
and wasn't the bar full of cops,
Cops playing
like, that
poker.
were hanging out there drinking?
So as much as sometimes I shit on some of those guys, that group that was there that night, all angels, every one of them, back the blue.
Back to blue. Yeah, there was we won't get into specifics, but there was another night we fucking the blue we wanted to back
Back
the
the
blue
blue.
because they
Yeah,
were very friendly when they really could have burned our ass.
that's
Um,
true.
yeah, that was stupid. Um, yeah, that's a good time. So what's your number one?
Uh, Captain Ron's
Oh
until
yeah, that's a good
4 o'clock
one.
in the morning. It
Yes.
was a good time. Down on the river, the Thorns, the couple times you'd been there. I enjoyed Thorns.
The meat locker.
Oh, yeah. That time I went there to find my brother and I find Ferguson, like, hiding in the bush in between the 2 buildings, just lay in the wood,
fucking open up his own chiropractor business. Like,
That's what it looked like.
Let me fix that back of yours.
Look like, and I go, "Hey, Dave, is my brother inside?" He goes, "I haven't seen him in a while."
Did he
Like,
even break
"Okay."
stride?
No, 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 no. Didn't miss a pump. That's another one, RIP.
What? What?
Thorns,
Oh, I think about
not
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
It's
No,
like, did he
probably.
well, no, people like him live forever, man. They're like cockroaches. Survive a
No,
nuclear blast.
he's not that bad. But, yeah, I say any one of those things sound like a wonderful Friday night, the beginning to a horrible Saturday morning.
Were there any things that you needed to, like, not have in the equation to have a good time?
Oh, drama, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
hated that. I hated when you go to the bar and there's already people in there, like, been there all day, getting in other people's shit because it just kinda ruins your night a little bit, you know?
Right. Honestly, man, I thought some of the times that I had the most fun were when I didn't expect to, like,
Oh,
where
yeah.
I was like, like, maybe I didn't really necessarily feel like going. I'm like, "Ah, fuck, whatever. I'll go out," and then, like, turn out to be a fucking great time. Um,
There
where there
was
was plenty of times where I was, like, geared up to go have a blast, and it was just a dud.
there was a St. Patrick's Day that I remember that was pretty badass. We started early, we ended late. It was a great time.
Yeah, there was a couple of those. A couple years in a row, they were really good. I was actually talking to people about that at work the other day, that's a holiday I used to really enjoy, like, getting my pole on, and it's been a long time
I think we
since
need
I've
to get back to that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kilts and cabbage and the whole bit. Fuck it.
Green
We'll just
beer.
pub time kilts or something. What do you think about that?
When's the last time you drank a domestic draft on purpose?
Me?
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man.
Been a while.
You know what? It's probably been the last 6 months or something like that,
Not
I
on
would say.
purpose, no.
No, and it
You
was
asked on
because
purpose.
well, I was at a Mexican restaurant, and usually I get, like, a Modelo draft or some shit
Fuck
like
yeah,
that, the
that's what
big
I
ones,
get.
and, I don't know, for some the tap was fucked up, and I'm like, "Well, I mean, I think I got, like, a Miller Lite or something." I was like,
Ugh.
"Oh,
I cooked with Miller Lite the other night. I can't drink that shit, man. I don't know
I
what
don't
it
mind
is.
it." Well, I can't drink Bud Light. I just tastes terrible to me. I don't know why, but probably
All
I don't know,
Budweiser things I'm way out on.
which is
I
crazy
can't do it no
because
more.
that was all you drank. I mean, when we started fucking
Budweiser,
hanging
the
out,
king
you were
of beers, yes.
Budweiser,
Don't
and you're
fucking give me anything else.
and then it was fucking,
I think
Coors
they
Ridge.
changed. I think they changed. 'Cause there's another guy I talked to, same way. He's like, "I drank it for 20 fucking years. Something changed." He's like, "'Cause immediate headache." And I'm like, "Same here, man." Like,
Yeah.
I can't even taste it.
You ever been on the brewery tour down in St. Louis?
No, but I'd like to. I'd like
It's
to hit up
decent.
Busch Gardens too.
Yeah, it's not bad. Now I don't know, it's been probably close to 10 years ago when I went. Um, I think it's dirt cheap. You get a couple free beers at the end. It's fairly interesting, and, they got, like, the Ridge, Clydesdale stables there,
Mhm.
and that's pretty cool. It's like the actual little building is a, like, historic landmark.
They got any
Um,
horses in there?
there might have
Probably
been
a couple just to show off, yeah.
there might have been a few, but I think it's, like, the main stable. Well, I'm sure they actually have, like, a more, like, up to date where they keep them most of the time, but there might have been a couple.
Oh, I'd imagine those are probably some expensive fucking horses.
Yeah. Um, hey, did you see this is kinda random, that we talked about the Idaho, um,
I
murder
was I
thing
was
the other day?
fucking watching it before I came down here. Yes, please tell me.
Did you see where he apparently, like, they flew him on a plane from Pennsylvania to Idaho, and they landed in Champaign, Illinois,
Mhm.
at the airport to refuel, and they actually evacuated the airport so they could take him inside to take a piss or whatever.
Evacuated?
Yeah. It's a tiny
If
airport.
somebody in there is gonna fucking shoot that guy, let them, please. I mean, What are you
Right.
evacuating for?
It's nuts. Well, and the thing is, it looks like he drove when him and his dad picked him up and they drove out east, that they drove through Illinois, like down 74 right through Peoria, um, on their way out there and across Indiana. And I saw like the Indiana State Trooper stopped him a couple times, like the FBI asked him to. But it also sounds like the FBI was tailing him like the whole time and like passing him off from like agency to agency
Yeah, yeah, once
as
they pass certain jurisdiction or
as he,
whatever.
yeah. And the only reason they didn't arrest him or stop him is because they didn't have the warrant yet. And I think I saw that they had FBI guys dress up as garbage collectors, like garbage men,
At his
and
house?
at his parents' house, and they got um, some DNA out of the trash that matched DNA from the crime scene. And that's how they got their warrant.
I don't know how that didn't make our 5 for 5.
What's that?
DNA.
DNA,
We just
distributing
overlooked
of
that one.
the distribution of DNA
I just
was
overlooked that one. That's very unfortunate.
next time.
Yeah?
Yeah, when we circle it
What do you
back.
think? Another Friday? Next Friday, but it's not too bad. I mean, I kinda like this. I don't actually have to look at you.
Right. I'm at a safe distance. You're not gonna sick your lizard on me.
He was
Or
fucking going ape shit earlier. I think he could see you.
oh, Hank too. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay. That's who I thought you were talking about.
No, I was just being a dumbass. Just being a Dumas. Um, oh fuck, man. There's something else I was gonna say, and I can't, of course, can I remember? Uh
Yeah, it's true. Next Friday's Friday the 13th. Can't do that.
shit. No, I don't mind this little setup. It's cozy.
You need to build some
Nice.
walls, bud.
Yeah, maybe. Eventually.
Get you some 2x4s. I thought you had a closet you could lock yourself in.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't know. This isn't bad. It really isn't. I mean, for a few hours a week tops, it works out.
It's like your own personal little she shed.
Pretty much
Why don't you take it out to the garage? That's not a bad idea.
because it's 20 degrees in the garage.
How do you not have any heating in your garage?
I got heat. I got like one of those propane heaters or whatever, but fuck, man, I'd burn through a fucking propane tank. Cost me $40 a show.
Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it. You kidding me?
And probably like the fumes would probably kill
That'd
a
be the
few
best
brain
part.
cells.
You're asking gonna pass out halfway through it.
It's too like passed out in the chair.
We get a 4-hour live, you dying.
Hey, I bet we'd get some fucking viewers. That's the kind of shit people show up for.
I would. Everybody loves a good car accident.
Um, that and live sex acts, like you said. Those are the two things: live deaths, live births, and live sex acts. Those,
What
are
more do you want
that is the holy trinity.
of podcasting
That's right.
live?
Space heater. It'd have to be a pretty fucking stout space heater, to heat the old garage. And as you know,
You don't
the
have any
garage is
fucking insulation in there, bud.
no, I don't. And the garage is not a very uh acoustically friendly environment.
Oh, you'd be fine.
I'd sound like I was in a tin can. Hell, I might sound like that now. I don't know.
I didn't want to say anything.
Mike says I'm here. Hi, Mike. Mike is here. Um. So I feel like we should talk about this because you seem a little traumatized by it. The fact that you had to go to work the past 2 days.
Oh man, I've been a little bitch. Yeah, they got me outside. I'm like, I'm basically dying over here. I think I'm dying.
Well, and of course they couldn't call you back in on the day that it was 65 degrees.
No, we
Okay.
gotta do when it's 20 and fucking snowing.
And you had to be there at 6 a.m., which is even better. What, 45 minutes away at 6 in the morning?
Oh god, I hated it.
So
I'm
what they have
still
you guys were you doing? Like, you said
we were
were you
forming up a road, it sucked.
so
But
outside, and
basically
there's
we
not a lot of
stood
trees
there.
around where you were at.
We stood there for 3 hours because the, uh, contractor that was there, like, grading out the road wasn't finished. And we were there basically an hour and a half before they got there, and they weren't ready. But we're taking all our fucking measurements, our points off of what we thought was the finished road was not finished. So basically everything we did, throw it away.
That sounds like textbook union work to me. Like,
And it
let's
was
take a
basically
fucking
us it was us motherfucking them until 3 o'clock when they finally left, and then we stayed for 2.5 hours after them.
yeah. So what'd you
But
so you just
they just kept
switch
going. They're like, "If nobody was in our way, we'd be done by 11." So anything we could fucking put in their way, that's what we were doing.
Jeez.
Because so the 60-degree day, those little bitches work like 2 or 3 hours and left. Would have been a beautiful day to
It's probably a muddy mess. So does that affect
it
their
it was just
ability to do
rock.
their job?
No, it was just rock, and they're driving tractors and packing it down.
Yeah. How's Rivian doing? Like,
What do you mean?
overall? Like,
Oh,
business-wise, are
fuck.
they
I hope business-wise, I don't know. I think their stocks are shit.
yeah, just curious.
I don't know anybody that drives one other than people that work there, so
I've seen a few around Peoria, but
they probably work there. That's what I'm saying. That's not
right.
really a great business model.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like, probably, it's like the podcast thing, right? It's like, if the people that are, if it's just like which, hey, like, we love it, but it's just like your friends and family and other podcasters, like, there's kind of a ceiling on that, um, you
Ceiling
know?
on what?
On, like, growth, right? Like, if your primary clientele is friends, family, and, like you said, fellow indie podcasters, which is great and that's fun, but, like, in order to have any substantial, meaningful growth, you need strangers,
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
that's hard to find. It's hard to come by because, especially now, the podcasting space is so saturated. There's so many podcasts, so many good podcasts
What about
out
electric
there.
cars?
I just
There's
think
not
that
that many.
there's a stigma, and honestly, it's political. I think to some degree, like, you've got people that will never, they won't fucking own an electric car. I'm sure there was some motherfucker back in the late 1800s, early 1900s that refused to stop riding his fucking horse. Um, Same deal. It'll be a whole process. There'll be people who won't. I mean, whatever. I'm in no hurry to go out and get one. They need to make them fucking affordable if they want more people to drive them.
What's that? Just electric vehicles?
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know. I think it hurts. Maybe there's like fucking rebates tied to them, all kinds of goofy shit. But and then again, like, what happens? That sounds like, if the battery dies or gets ruined, like, what do you do then? I imagine you could buy a new one, but it probably costs about as much as the fucking car cost.
No, you're gonna fucking replace the battery, obviously. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't have a choice. Is
Like
that
I said,
you're
it probably
invested
costs,
by then, you know what I mean?
I
And
guess.
one thing they're doing, so they're not gonna have, like, a showroom, you know what I mean? For them specifically.
Well, I've heard that, like, a lot of dealerships are trying to go away from that to where they're just gonna, like, it's all gonna be you order it and then come back a couple weeks later and pick it up, type of
No,
thing.
no, no, no. So what I'm saying is when your car does maybe take a shit or your truck, like, they're gonna attempt to come to you and fix it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Also, I don't think that's a great game plan.
Well, like,
Me,
traveling,
myself.
right? Yeah, like
You know,
traveling
it's hard
acc
enough, you know, you go drop your fucking truck off at GMC or Dodge, you know, and they're like, "Oh, it'll be 2 weeks."
well, you'd
So
think
now you
there'd have to be a certain amount of fucking equipment, like, are they gonna have, like are they gonna build some sort of truck
I
that
have no clue.
has a lift on it or something? Like
I have no clue. It didn't make sense when I heard it, so it'd be one thing if they're coming to change your oil, but your car fucking doesn't have any. You know what I mean? I don't
right.
know what kind of service you could provide at someone's house.
I I mean, it's, well, it's like Kenny was saying on the podcast the other night, you know, with his travels, um, abroad to all these other countries, what, Bali, Greece, Croatia, I'm sure he's been a couple other places, Thailand. You know, when we asked him, "Hey, what are some takeaways? Like, what are some things that have been really noticeable that's different than here?" And I thought it was awesome what he said. He's like, "We're too efficient. Like, life here is too easy." And, like, not that that's a
I
bad
I
thing,
think
but it's
I think that's a better statement. I don't think we're that efficient. I just
life's
think
too
we've made life easy.
life's too easy and it's made people lazy.
Oh,
Um,
for sure.
because like you said over there, like everybody gets like fresh groceries every day. And, you know, but that takes a little bit of effort and time,
So,
which
I kinda fall into that. I like going shopping every day if I'm gonna cook dinner, because usually when you know, you try to plan out and you buy everything for a week, what fucking happens?
oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
skip
the
a
next
day, and then it's like, now that chicken's shit, you gotta
yep.
throw it away, it smells like eggs, you know,
Yep.
you get off track, so it's like, right then, you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna make spaghetti." So I go get shit to make spaghetti, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
I don't mind doing that.
no, that makes sense. But I think even what he's referring to, at least in my mind, I'm picturing that it's like farmers markets
Oh, yeah,
types of
yeah.
things, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
fresh for sure.
yeah, you know, you're not going to, you know, not a lot of processed foods, I'm sure.
What's that
And
done to us? You know
oh,
what I
it's
mean?
and that's the thing, you know, they fucking talk about, you know, the opioid epidemic and shit like that. I'm telling you what, right now,
Sugar.
one of
Sugar's
the
a real
biggest
motherfucking
fucking health,
epidemic,
yeah, the probably the biggest health crisis in our country right now is the food that we're eating. Um,
and our children and their children's children, and yeah.
yeah, it's just it's refined and it's processed and it's chemically engineered to taste great and make you want more of it. And all that does, I mean, yeah, that makes these companies money, and then, you know, God, we could go down the whole rabbit hole, like the pharmaceutical,
Don't get me fucking
companies.
started on Smoothie
Holy
King
shit.
again. My smoothie's way better.
Well, I'm sure
Natural,
it's not I mean, I'm sure
fresh
they
fruit.
have some bananas laying around or something they'll put in them, but I guarantee a lot of
What
that
they
stuff's
do. I watched
syrups
them.
and powders and
Not one fucking banana was harmed.
in the
Tasted
making
like
of your
banana.
smoothie.
I didn't see
That's what
no
I'm saying,
fucking
it's,
bananas.
you know, some syrups and powders and whatever else, man. It's just all fucking just
Horse shit.
everything's too refined, too processed, and
Always is.
whatever, you know? But it'll never change because everyone just wants everything to be easier and more accessible and faster, and so that's where we're at.
Just fat,
Thank
lazy, and
you.
stupid.
That's right, which is our it's our motto here.
Who brought you something? Somebody bring you something? You
No,
had live delivery?
no delivery,
Oh, he said
no
thank
delivery.
you. Was that the fat, lazy,
Oh,
stupid
thank you,
comment?
like, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh,
Um, yes.
I said I didn't know where you're going with that.
Let's see, I don't know, I mean, both of you that are watching, does anybody have any fun questions? Anything you wanna talk about? Any interesting thoughts or ideas?
Billy
We,
wants to know what happens when the trucks go down.
I don't know. I don't know, sorry. Great
Gotta
answer.
get the
No
gas
idea.
generator out, bud.
We
Better
could call
walk. Jesus walked.
can we get a phone number for Brenda? We could just call her right now and settle this.
Yeah, that phone call worked
Let's
out really great.
just live call. Let's call her right now.
We'll call Vidal. Get him on here.
Sound like he's
See how many bourbons
having
he got
a
in.
much better time than we are.
I should have went straight for the whiskey.
I tried to tell you.
I have so much whiskey upstairs
From Santa Claus.
from Santa Claus.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Hey,
She posted the phone
Hi.
number. She posted the phone number.
Who?
we gotta call Brenda
Chillbilly Brenda.
and tell her to eat a bag of dicks again.
Man,
Man,
I tell you what,
did,
that'd be
did
awesome.
none of my comments?
Did you
Show up?
run? Did you run up there? Why are you breathing so hard? He did run up there.
Oh, I was taking a shit.
You sweat that
I was
bad when
ta-
you
I was
take a
taking
shit?
Man, I ate a whole
Hey,
ass
man.
large pizza.
Whole ass.
I got
large
the
pizza.
shakaroni from Papa John's. I got
Look
the
at that, you
shakaroni
just-
from Papa John's.
What is the
magical
what's-
bottle of rye just showed up?
What is the shakaroni?
Oh, it's the XL pizza from Papa John's.
I gotcha.
It's a
I haven't had Papa
BBP,
John's in a while.
big black pizza.
Me and Gunner split it.
Yeah, I haven't had Papa John's in a fucking minute, man. Like that used to be
It's
the
good.
shit back in the day. Yeah, I don't mind it. I like it. That's way
It's not
better.
as good as it used to be.
It still
No.
gives you the shits, but
You know what
Dude,
pizza place fucking sucks is Pizza
Yeah.
Hut.
Oh, yeah, it's
say it
awful.
again. Say it again so everybody can hear you.
What a fall from grace, right? Because you talk about things back in the day. Like I remember being like in first grade in the Book It program and going there to get my little personal pan pizza and the salad
Pumped.
bar. And yeah, it was like the place to be. And now it's like a counter service. You know, they don't even have like a sit down Pizza Hut anymore because nobody wants to fucking go there. That's why.
Actually, right up the road, we have a sit down Pizza Hut.
No shit.
Yeah, actually, there's, as far as I know, there's two here. I used to manage one of them.
Well, so you leaving there obviously is probably played heavily into their overall decline.
I don't know. Well, that was like 12 years ago.
you
Well,
really
that's-
cut
hey,
into their sales.
Timelines are lining up.
I guess. I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely dog shit. Even the stuffed crust. I used to be a big fan. I don't know.
Dude, everybody out Pizza's the Hut. Fuck that ass commercial. Everybody out Pizza's the Hut. Awesome episode you guys dropped. Your new one. I listened to it today.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah, I appreciate that shout out.
Hell yeah. You know, it's kind of like we've been a little, you know, we had, you know, some flooding there at Ryan's and just life in December was crazy. And so kind of trying to get back into the swing of things a bit. But at the same time, I gotta be honest, it wasn't bad to have a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Just to kind of reset.
How was your Christmas? Both
It's
of you
good,
guys.
man. Good,
Good.
really good. Kids are getting older, like our son's 2, so it's a lot of fun to see him kind of understand what's happening a little bit and just get excited about it. Like that dude, man.
Yeah.
Anything that was wrapped, like he didn't give a fuck. I mean, obviously he can't read. He was trying to open it, like it didn't matter.
I heard that on the episode, your Christmas one. Just if it's wrapped up, he's going for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Target lock, ready to
He-
go.
Commandeered the elf.
Which is
Sparkles.
yeah. Our daughter was the opposite, man. Like we couldn't get her to open anything. She's just so timid.
You got a kid that doesn't want to open a present?
Well, she does now, but when she was she's 6, but when she was his age, she was 2. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. She was just. I mean, she was much easier to handle because she just was laid back.
Yeah.
But not this fucking guy.
We went to my sister's and her husband's house for Christmas, dude. As soon as we walked in the front door, Gunner and my sister's kids went straight to the tree and it was chaos. Paper flying all over the goddamn place. Before anybody got a chance to like sit down and get comfortable.
See, I don't mind that. I think that's fun.
It is, but man, it was a murder scene.
See,
Just-
what's tough? Yeah. So what kind of is tough now is we've got a 6-year-old and 2-year-old. My sister has, gosh, they've got like a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and then I think 4 and 3.
Yeah.
And anyways, so a lot of kids. We got a lot of kids, and like we kind of had this little sweet spot where like there was nobody other than like my niece. That she was
Yeah.
like the only little kid. Like everybody was 16 or 17 or older, and like that was. And so what we do is we do like like on Christmas Eve, we'd go to like my mom's family, and we do a rotation where like one gift at a time, and we'd start with the youngest and work up to the oldest and go back around, and it was totally cool. I mean, it took a while, but now like they tried, this year, I think everybody knew, like, hey, like we with these kids are not gonna fucking sit here and open like. And they're like, well, maybe one kid could open all theirs, and the next. We were 5 minutes in, and I'm like, you just gotta let these kids go, like, just let them fucking go, and they can
Yeah.
open their shit, and they'll be playing with it. And if the rest of us want to sit down and open our couple things, one by one, we can.
Oh
And then,
yeah. Yeah.
and then at my mom's house, Christmas morning, kind of same thing. She's trying to. Well, what's and I'm like, we are. This is gonna cause way more fucking stress than if you just let them go, like just cut them loose, let them open their shit, like.
I mean,
It's
we
all
we
good.
we were like that when we were that age,
Yeah,
You gotta let me spread my wings.
for the
Yeah.
longest time when I was a kid, yeah, it was
I'm a
it was pretty
peacock.
much
You gotta let me spread my wings.
yeah, it was pretty much a free for all for a long time, and then yeah, I think one year someone's like, hey, we should kind of just slow this down a little bit and let everybody see each person open their gift, and which
You know
I
what
was
it-
probably like 13 or 14 when they started that, and I was like, that's bullshit. Like,
Everybody wants the pictures and the photos. It's like just everybody sit down, open your fucking presents. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't like the production of it. Like, can't you just enjoy the moment right here, right now?
I mean, yeah,
Just
dude.
take it in.
Christmas is for the kids, man. Just let them do their thing and have their fun, and just go with it.
yeah, and really, as an adult, it minimizes the awkwardness if everyone else is opening stuff and you get something that sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually,
You're
I got one Christmas gift this year, and it was from my sister. It
How
was
was
a
it?
yeah.
it was a bottle of Woodford,
All
Well,
right,
fuck,
that
you
ain't
can't be
bad.
upset about
Yeah.
that. So
No,
that's a
dude.
great gift.
and we went up to Jason and Lisa, the Quizzers. We spent New Year's Eve at their crib last weekend. That bottle was gone.
Oh,
I
you
don't
held
surprise
it.
me.
You
we
held it
put
the
a-
whole week. You didn't even
Oh.
get into it.
We put a whooping on that bottle, dude.
We should have we should get a hold like all the podcasts we can find that are two people,
Yeah,
and whether we all got together somewhere sometime, or I mean,
we are now.
you could do it virtually like this, but I think it would allow like room for cheating, but like literally have a drinking contest.
Yeah,
Like
You gotta do
get
the thorough good challenge. One
Hell
bourbon,
yeah.
one scotch, one beer.
hey,
that's
time
Just
and
do it
place,
over.
man.
Round 1,
Time and
Right.
place.
round 2.
and I think what do you think that the secret to that to like winning a drinking contest? I mean, I guess is this a quantity? Is this a length of
Well,
time? Like there's so many factors.
Well, that depends. First of all, what are we drinking?
I
Second,
agree.
how much? What's the APV?
We're drinking
Right.
Malort.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, is this are we talking
rough.
like you said, are we doing like a case race, right? Where like
Ooh.
first pair through a 30 pack or something, or are we, everybody's drinking when we pick a bourbon or something, and it's like, all right, the
Mhm.
first people that finish the bottle,
All right,
or is
listen,
it like
if
who
we
can
do
drink
that,
the most?
If we do that, I'm going light beer. I don't want all that bloat. If we're going through 30s, I can't have the bloat. We just gonna
Right.
go. We're drinking Michelobes.
I gotta go with Ryan on that. Yeah,
I would agree.
The lighter, the better.
Yeah, and
It's gotta
honestly,
taste like water.
I
Yeah.
mean, because everyone's gonna go. You're gonna go fucking balls to the wall if it's a
Right.
contest, and the repercussions of going balls to the wall on a case of beer, a couple cases of beer, is less severe than going balls to the wall on a bottle of whiskey or vodka or
Yeah.
whatever else.
Because you can't have like one team is drinking Bud Select and then the other team is drinking, I don't know,
Like Haps, like or
some
like
kind of
TBR,
whiskey.
like TBR,
Yeah.
and they've got their
Oh, God.
10% beers or something like that. Like,
No, tall boys not allowed. They're no, they can't be a part of this because we'll all lose.
but I mean, how many of those 10% beers can they drink? You know, that's what I'd like to know.
Dude,
I
I
bet
think
Andy's big ass can put a couple down.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
Andy would fucking put a hurting on everybody.
Andy will solo the whole show. He'll drink his beers and then whatever's left over from the other people, he'll go around and start drinking those beers too.
I
That
think
might be his coming out party.
I don't know, man. Gaz might be the dark horse.
You think so?
Maybe. Never
I don't
know.
know. Well, what about Adam?
I think he'd be solid. I mean, he would be
Yeah.
what we think he is for sure.
He'll make you sweat. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He'll make you sweat.
No, for sure. I think
I don't-
he'd be rock solid in a drinking contest.
Me and Tab were talking about that the other day. Like who would we want? Like do we think it would be most fun to like drink with? And then Tallboy came up, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I could drink with those guys. They drink some
you
shit.
could.
I mean,
Fine.
not what they drink for like a prolonged time. You know?
Yeah. Well,
Like I
and
might have to like stop at Denny's, like halfway or some shit like that.
have you ever gotten any of that stuff? You ever picked any of that shit up they drink?
I got some right over here.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
because we did that. We got like went and got some Lef, and we got Delirium, and what's some of that Golden Drac or whatever that
I got
Oh yeah.
yeah. Nice.
Krupa.
And yeah, man, fucking you get a 4-pack of like Delirium, and those are 10%. You drink 4 of those motherfuckers, like you're gonna be right where you need to be. I mean, you're
my
gonna be fucking smoked.
my mom and grandparents, they went to London a few years ago, and my mom brought me this back.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's still sealed up.
I think it's time to drink it, bud.
I'll have to throw it in the fridge. I might drink it tomorrow.
There you go.
Or I'll drink it next week when you guys come on the show.
For
There you go,
sure.
Friday the 13th.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, it is, isn't it?
It is.
All right.
So where's Tabs tonight?
She's at a friend's house hanging out.
Nice.
Hey, Brad Karras says hello.
Who?
Kara.
Oh,
North Carolina.
oh, from work. Hello. Hello.
What's
Fuck.
in that bottle, Ryan?
Which one?
The big one.
Basil Hayden, Dark
Yeah.
Rye.
Okay.
Dark Rye, delicious. It's very
Oh,
good.
okay.
It is good.
I get it at the local Walmart for about $38. It's delicious.
I got a scotch and a couple whiskeys and a bourbon back here.
We're all in fucking orange cans.
Those
Crush?
are no, it's this Halloween themed beer that Tab got back in October. They're all empty,
Huh.
but they're all cryptids.
Just cool.
They're cryptids. This one is Chupacabra
Yeah, you got the Kohala monster over there. Any
full
Bigfoot
collection. Let's see. There's Mothman, Goatman. That's here.
No.
There's one that fell behind the shelf. I don't remember which one that was. I think it was Sasquatch.
That's what we're looking for.
I can't move I'd have to unplug everything just to get back there and get it. So it's been
Oh, come
sitting there.
on. Come on, Mike. That's what the listeners want.
They want me to undo everything and get to work.
No. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
Look, you got a flag. You got a flag. I don't have shit.
You got a flag. It's just
Yeah.
on the other side of the room.
It's got reefer madness. I feel like
You-
I need to join the flag club.
You got a Captain Spaulding picture behind you and a skeleton.
Yeah.
So you got that.
Skeleton's pretty cool.
I got a signed picture of Jack Nicholson smoking a cigar over here.
That's solid.
Tab
Jack
got it for me.
Nicholas or Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson,
Oh,
the man.
he's all right.
I like Jack Nicholson.
I got a
He's a good
cardboard
Joker.
cutout of Michelle Pfeiffer up by the door.
Nice.
Yeah, I stole that from Tab's brother.
Yeah.
I took
What
it
are we
out of his
talking?
room.
Catwoman, Michelle.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it life size?
It's from the knees up. So yeah.
Oh.
It's you know
Well, still,
enough.
it's got the good parts.
Like if you're not in defeat, then it's cool.
Your cardboard cutout could never have an OnlyFans.
I mean, it could. It's like it's full suit and she's posing. So
Wow.
Be surprised.
yeah, dude. There's people that marry cars. I'm pretty sure that there's a thing for cardboard cutouts.
So how soggy is that cardboard cutout?
Oh, it's dry. It's on the ceiling. It's out of reach. It's out of reach. It's fine.
Do you know how much zinc you would have to take to hit the ceiling? Quite a bit.
What is that a thing?
What?
Zinc?
Zinc? Oh, try it. It's good for you.
What?
You've done this, haven't you?
Well, you ain't gonna hit the ceiling, but you'd have to take a lot of it.
You get close.
Is
Yeah.
it safe to take that much zinc?
30, 40,
I'm just
50
asking.
milligrams a day. It's fine.
He's
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
Those are vitamins.
for a
Those are
friend.
vitamins you're not taking. So yes, put them in your body. They're good for you.
Yeah. It's what
We have
it's the
some
vitamins
zinc.
you should be taking.
We have some zinc, and I'm curious now.
Oh, it'll be Snow White. You'd be packing a bigger punch. At least that's what my friends tell me.
Get out the yardstick, huh?
No, you gotta
Hey,
get a
you want to
tape
talk about contests, live sex acts? Shit. Two
Fucking
birds, one stone.
The unborn children long jump. Is that what this is?
Yes, yes. The children's launch.
The launch.
the Goopy Olympics.
Oh my gosh! You know this has happened. I guarantee you this has happened.
Yes,
This
yes.
day and age, 100%.
Do you think it's part of the Pain Olympics?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Have you ever
At
watched
one
that before?
time.
Have you ever seen the
Favorite-
Pain Olympics?
No. It's a
You want
video,
to.
isn't it? With all the wild shit in it.
Look at Billy. Billy comes in right in the middle of the fucking jizz distance contest and asks about Disney princesses.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Who's your
think
favorite?
hold on, I think Pornstash did a bracket on this once.
On Disney princesses?
Yeah.
He's solid.
Mine's Pocahontas. Off the board.
Off the board. Oh, it's just like
Yeah.
a draft. We're gonna draft Disney princesses.
I had
Wow.
to jump
5.
in there before somebody took mine.
I
Is this
mean,
Is this a new 5 for 5?
I don't even know. It's just
I
random.
I probably couldn't do 5 or 15, but
I don't know. I guess maybe I'll take Elsa.
Yeah, but if she goes to give you a handy, man, and that ice comes out, you're done.
you got
Well,
Anna
it'll
there
stay-
to warm you back
Then
up.
it'll stay hard forever, I guess. You know what? I might take Anna
Yeah,
over
I think-
Elsa.
I was wondering when you said that.
That's a safer bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belle's a good choice. She's in the large hairy things.
She's bestiality.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, Mike, who you got?
I think I'll take Jasmine.
Ooh,
All right.
all right.
Yeah.
Little ethnic princess.
Well, that
Love it.
tiger will make sure nobody gets through the door.
There
keep
you
it
go.
keep it locked down.
Speaking of bestiality. Gosh, you're next, Ryan. You're
I'm here for the tiger.
Here for the tiger.
You want the tiger?
Ryan? In round 2, Ryan takes the genie.
Taking Cinderella.
There you go.
Here's an old one. Does anybody know what Cinderella said when she got to the ball?
No.
Oh,
Oh, I think I'm gonna take Ariel. Ariel, she can hold her breath and has daddy issues. So
yeah. These are all important. These are all important
that'll be
traits.
fun.
Ariel human or Ariel mermaid?
Whatever. I'm not
It's like-
Give me
picky.
the fishtail. Give me the fishtail.
So you can float around underwater and
Fuck it. Whatever. That'd be a solid death.
that's fair. I'll take oh god, let me get Sleeping Beauty.
All right. He's going Sleeping Beauty. I'm going to go.
Are you gonna wake her up first?
Well, obviously.
I'm going to go Merida because I want to see if the carpet matches the curtains.
What's she from?
Brave.
Okay, I never
Bright
saw that one.
redhead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes
You'd
sense.
know her if you've seen the picture.
Yeah,
You just didn't know that's what her name was.
the Scottish chick with the bow and arrow. Yeah.
Correct.
I
Ooh,
got- I
nice,
gotcha.
nice.
My 4-year-old daughter loves watching that damn movie.
Oh, jeez.
Not for long.
Not if she watches this.
Slim Pickens. I'll take. You know what? I'll take Snow White because I know she's in the freaky shit, man.
She's
lived
also
with-
14.
No way, Snow White.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta.
No,
that's
it's
why
okay. You already took it. He's
Yeah.
Catholic. It's okay.
that's funny too because I was sitting there. I was sitting here ready to tell one of you guys. I was gonna say, hey, if one of you motherfuckers takes Moana, like
Why didn't you?
pedophile motherfucker.
Yeah.
So Mike takes.
I'll take. God, we're wearing down now.
Oh, we're
Is
getting there.
Hannah Montana a Disney
Oh,
princess?
dude, I
Fuck,
wouldn't.
that should have been the
dude,
first one off the list.
I wouldn't take Miley Cyrus with a dude. No, keep that thing away from me.
Oh,
I'll go
came in
with
like a wrecking ball.
what's old girl from Tangled with the
Is that-
Rapunzel.
That's
Rapunzel.
Yeah, Rapunzel. I'll take that one.
I'm taking Mulan, the Asian persuasion. You might as well take Moana, Brad.
No.
We're already noticing a trend.
Gosh, this is tough. I didn't know Snow White was 14. That's troubling.
Isn't Moana like much younger?
Moana's like a small child. Yes.
He's okay with it.
Small
He's okay
child.
with it.
You
Shirley
have to-
Temple was not a Disney princess, I promise.
What about Bo Peep off Toy Story?
Dude, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
I'm okay with it. We're running out of people. I'm okay.
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
We'll
well,
allow it.
I got Mrs. Potato Head.
Hey.
I'm going to take what I think is probably the last Disney princess, Tatiana.
See what you started, Billy.
Damn it, Billy.
Jeez. Exposed us all.
You're talking about cartoons and shit.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm like, gosh, what are some other like?
Can we get back to the
Disney.
semen launch?
No kidding.
Yeah,
Fuck.
speaking of Disney
we're all
princesses,
we're all primed for it now.
yeah, we're ready to go. Now we're shooting
Let me go get my zinc. I'll be ready.
shooting for distance
Hey.
now.
Just trying to help a guy out.
Yeah. My goodness.
2 left.
How
Two
do you
what?
train?
Two
How do you
picks?
train
Hey, Disney.
for a
Yeah,
semen
no,
launch?
just one for you and one for Mike.
Oh, I gotta
Over.
find one more. Okay.
Oh,
Dig deep. Dig deep.
Real
Disney
deep.
movies.
Real deep.
Animals are accepted.
oh,
Yeah.
I got mine. I got one.
Go ahead.
Since Star Wars is owned by Disney, I'm going to take Princess Leia.
Okay. All right.
You better
okay,
take
well, in that
Natalie
case-
Portman than whatever character she played.
In that case, I take Charlie Conway from Mighty Ducks.
That's your Disney princess.
You could have said Becky the Icebox. Now.
Or that,
Ooh.
yeah. Or Julie the Cat Gaffney. Also minors, I'm pretty sure.
there's
More.
really no safe way around this.
Fuck no, there isn't.
Not without the cops banging on the door in about 10 minutes.
Just gotta embrace it.
You're already a known pedophile, Brad. It's okay. God damn it.
Gosh, what are you gonna do? Yeah, they walk in and I'm sitting there training for the fucking launch.
They
With
take
your
your
Disney
Busch Light
pop-up
bag.
book,
Right.
your Redskins blanket.
There's way too many children's books in this house too. I'd be fucked. Like,
Officer, they're all pop-up books, I promise.
Oh my god.
Goodness.
No, if there's any children's book that, would get some sort of arousal out of me, it's Green Eggs and Ham. I'm a huge Dr. Seuss fan.
How would you
When
get
the-
arousal from Green Eggs and
When the
Ham?
kids bring me books, I'm like, listen, that better be a fucking Dr. Seuss book. If not, Dad doesn't want to read it.
Okay.
I'm just a Dr. Seuss fan. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean that's cool. Dr. Seuss is good.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That you get a boner while reading books to your kids.
What about the Cat in the Hat?
Totally fucking normal.
Of course it is.
Let
Hey.
me put the kids to bed tonight. I really don't. Just go over there.
Never again.
Oh,
Goodness
damn.
gracious.
Hey,
You walked right into that one, motherfucker.
What?
Like
no, I said I didn't walk into it. I said it
you
myself.
sprinted into it.
If there's any children's book that's gonna give me a boner, it's Dr. Seuss. I love Dr. Seuss.
Can you elaborate on that?
What do you mean?
How?
I'm a big fan. Huge fan.
Are you a
One
fan
fish,
of
two fish, red fish, blue
alliteration?
fish. Yes.
I don't think Dr. Seuss was that big a fan of his own work. It's like
Yes,
writing
he
Green Eggs and
was.
Ham. He's just
Yes, he was.
practicing for the jerk off Olympics and writing Green Eggs and Ham and Cat in the Hat.
Did
I
he
do so
unalive
love it.
himself?
Sam I am. Yes, he did.
There you
Don't
go.
the best. Don't the best. Just do it.
Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've said it before. Like there's a fine line, man, between madness and genius. You know what I mean?
And he was it. He was the line.
well, like
Dr.
fuck,
Seuss was that line.
what's the fucking Hunter S. Thompson, right? That was like our most listened to fucking
Yeah.
episode we ever did. And holy shit, man, like
Yeah.
that dude is something else. And
Yeah,
I said
he's
same
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
Fucking
Definitely a character.
I mean, you one day you might be like, this guy's a genius, but he was definitely out of his fucking mind at the same time.
Yeah, but he was a cool
Oh, the
cat. Though.
schedule.
Oh, for sure. And I
The
really
schedule would be
admire.
hard to keep up with.
Oh yeah, I admire people though, because I don't necessarily. Most people don't have like the courage to do it. And that's just like, just totally like be exactly who they are, without
Yeah.
giving any fucks whatsoever. Like just 1000% comfortable in their own skin. Like especially like people that are going against social norms and things like that. That just like fuck it, man. Like this is just who I am. You know, fuck you if you got
Yeah.
a problem with it. And
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome to see people that are capable of that, because I'm not.
Yeah, I used to not be. Then I started to work on that, and I feel like I'm pretty well there now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, and I think it's, and there's definitely ways. It's easier if you're not as I'd consider all of us, even as weird as we might be, like to be pretty compared to that guy. We're fucking
We're
normal.
way low key.
we're like, and I think it's easier the more
Yeah.
quote unquote normal you are, because you're not really going to catch any shit for
Oh yeah,
your
100%.
behavior. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really I didn't know much about that guy before we did the episode on him, and I was just blown away. Absolutely blown away.
I didn't know that he went to high school like 5 miles from where I live.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's nuts. And
Yeah,
that's probably
I
my
had no
favorite part
idea.
about some of those things that we did, like, was, on different people. Like, yeah, we did the serial killer stuff, but then even some of the other things we've done, just the process of getting to know about those people and like learning about them was fat. Like Anton LaVey, like, geez, another fucking
Yeah,
weirdo.
that dude was fucked up. That dude was
But-
fucked up.
I still, though, to this day, I think he was a car salesman. Like he knew. I don't think he bought into
Yeah.
any of the bullshit he was trying to sell people. I think he just wanted to be able to control people in some sort of way, and he was just selling a snake oil salesman.
Yeah. You
For
guys
sure.
did Richard Chase, didn't you? This year or this
Yes.
past one?
Yeah.
He was like your first one, wasn't he?
I think so. Having a
I
hard
f-
no, Albert Fish
yeah, Albert
was
Fish
the
was your
first one.
first. The Richard Chase guy, I found out about him from Necronomipod.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't listened to them in a long time, but, like, they were fucking or they are just awesome.
Yeah.
Just a lot of the different stories and shit. I listened, like oh, this is over a year ago, but, the whole Casey Anthony their whole, like, 4 or 5 episode Casey Anthony shit.
Yeah.
Um, the fucking one on the Branch Davidians,
Yeah.
was just great. Like, my favorite part about it is, like, the story about, um, how David Koresh, like, the way he took power is, he like or one of his ways things along the way to taking power is he challenged the current leader at the time to a resurrection off.
hmm
Like, and then so the guy dug up a body and was like, "Come on over here, let's go." And so he just calls the cops, says, "Hey, this fucking crazy bastard just dug up a body," and I think he got arrested for it, and then he just slid right in.
Very sneaky.
But he's the same type of character as, like, I think Anton LaVey. Like, he knew
Yeah.
he was full of shit, like snake oil salesman, whatever. Like, yeah, and like the whole like he carried the burden of sex for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, who fucking signs up for that shit?
Dude,
And
that's some Jim Jones shit right there.
well, the crazy part is, it's not like he had a following of dumb people. Like, there were doctors and lawyers, and I mean, like, well-educated people that like joined that church and like followed him and stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, it was bizarre.
All that shit's
We've
bizarre.
we've talked about that though. Just because you've passed those tests, went to those classes, that doesn't always necessarily mean you're fucking any smarter than anybody else.
That's true. That's
You're just
true.
qualified to say you are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's
and
true.
I've always thought that like things like college are it's more of a it's just like a war of attrition. Like, it's almost like just demonstrating that you can spend 4 years of your life like committed to something and finish it.
Mhm.
I don't know that there are certain vocations that you learn very critical things that apply to your job, but there are several that I don't think you need a fucking teaching degree to be a teacher. I spent a lot of time in a classroom. I mean, sure, you might learn a few strategies and stuff, but I mean, as long as you know what the laws are and what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do,
Yeah.
most of it's just like you're either capable of teaching or not. Like, I don't think you're going to learn anything in college that's going to like unlock this
Make you a
magical
teacher.
ability,
Yeah.
to be a teacher if you don't already kind of have what it takes. I think like even now, obviously, like even like a lawyer, I think that you need to learn the law, but I think you either have sort of the knack for arguing and making a
Mhm.
point, or you don't.
Yeah.
I hope that doctors, I think that's pretty crucial that you go to school, but
That's some
most other
shit you really got to pay attention to.
right, but most shit, man, like I don't think that it's that fucking crucial. It's just more of I think it's just a way to like weed out. I don't know. I guess you could say lazy people, and I'm one of them. Fuck, I don't have a degree, but I should say lazy people because there's a lot of, I mean, non-lazy people. But I think that the system, whatever, like that's the way they look at it is, well, we're gonna weed out the people that don't give a shit enough to like dedicate themselves to this for 4 years and whatever.
Yeah. I almost had a degree, but I quit college.
Hi
quit
guys.
college.
Bye guys.
Huh?
Oh, I tab. I quit college a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets easier
Yeah.
each time. Yeah.
Each time it gets easier. What were you going for?
Oh, which time?
No,
Ultimately, like overall, like the whole time, generally, I kind of bounced back and forth to like different, but like generally, the majority of the time I spent in school was pursuing a teaching degree.
okay. I was going for architecture. 'Cause 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 I was going for
Yeah. And
But- Working full time kind of put a pin in that.
yeah. Well, that's
So-
and like honestly, what kind of turned me off to teaching was working in a school as a teaching
children.
assistant for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the system's fucking broken. That's the problem. I'm like, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it doesn't. Your hands are tied so much, and it's not about what it should be about. I mean, as far as like when like Ryan and I coached and everything, like yeah, like we wanted to like have good wrestling teams, or I wanted to coach good football teams, but like at the end of the day, like the goal was to kind of instill values that were gonna make you a good, productive member of society. A high character human being, and I don't think that schools on the administrative level give a fuck about that. They just want them to show up every day and hopefully pass the standardized testing so they can keep their funding.
Get that
And-
paycheck.
Yeah, and that's about it. The actual student as a human being is kind of lost in a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's a broken thing. It's not what it was, way back when. It's a whole different ball game now.
Well, I worked in a like it was like the behavior disorder room at a high school. So these
Mm.
kids were like one step away from being sent to alternative school or jail in some cases. And I was in a meeting one time with like the special ed coordinator, the deans, whoever, social workers, and I'm like, "Hey, is the goal to like teach these kids what's necessary to get them back in like the mainstream, classes?
Yeah.
Or are we just there to babysit them and keep them out of everyone else's hair so that they can count against, they can count for attendance and whatever. And we're basically there to just, okay, so here's the group of kids that really don't give a fuck. Let's shove them in a corner over here with a couple people to babysit them all day so they don't bother anybody else. And, like I said, they'll count for attendance and blah, 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 blah. And nobody would answer the question. They didn't even
Answer's
try.
yes.
They didn't even
Answer's
try to
yes.
give me a pretend answer. Like they wouldn't even fucking answer it. Like they didn't even like try to give me the politician's answer. Nothing. Just
Well, if
silence.
if it's multiple choice, just pick C.
Right. I'm like, I kind of sat there for a minute, and I was like, that's what I thought. Oh,
So,
my turn to take a piss.
So Ryan, you got Super Bowl picks?
Oh,
sure.
Super Bowl picks. I'm gonna go Bills. I think they'll
Yep.
finally break through.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but probably the Eagles.
That
They're
yes.
good, man. They're
My AFC pick is either the Bengals or the Bills.
yeah. I think the Bills. They just every year they begin a little bit closer, a little bit closer.
You
I think
this
they're
is-
there now.
You think this is the one?
I think so.
But can they snap their losing streak in Super Bowls?
Oof,
think?
I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. I could see the Eagles easily
Taking it?
winning the Super Bowl. Yeah.
If it's the Bills and the Eagles, that's going to be a good ass game.
I don't know how Buffalo does in Kansas City to go to the Super Bowl, but
Did you see the incident in the Bengals Bills game?
oh
On
fuck,
Monday?
everybody's seen it. Yeah.
Man, that kid's doing better. I heard.
Oh yeah, he's awake
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, that was scary as fuck, man.
Well, it's for anybody, but I'll tell you what, I've never seen that ever a day in my life.
Yeah,
I've
That's
seen a lot of
fucked
people
up.
get hit in the chest, and I've
Oh,
not
yeah.
seen someone stand up and just
tap out
Die.
almost. Yeah,
I've never seen that. That's strange.
yeah. What's in your terrarium behind you?
That's Hank Williams the Fourth,
Is it a tarantula, a snake?
bearded dragon.
You know what? I think I just saw. Yeah, he's moving.
Oh yeah, he's over there
I
getting
see
his
him.
snack on.
Hank Williams the Fourth. Is that you said that's
Oh,
his
yeah.
name?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a bad son of a bitch.
about scared of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wants no part of him. I was like, oh fuck, just take. He's like, oh, new mascot. I'm like, yeah, just take my tank, hang on to him for a little bit. No. He fucking ain't even got any teeth. He just
So-
scared.
So, what made Brad want to set up his studio? Did you just tell him to fuck off, kick him out?
No, we end up getting another board,
Yeah,
and that original board was his purchase. So I thought it was like, fuck, you might as well take it home with you.
yeah.
And there's nights we can't get together just because of life, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, take it with you, and then we have no excuse.
It's just easier this way now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys heard we got rid of Caleb, didn't you?
Yes.
I was just talking about how I was getting ready to get rid of you, Brad.
That's all right.
That's okay, Brad. We need a third host. You can come to us if you want.
Now that you have your solo studio.
Solo studio. I'm a free agent. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm waiting for the bird to pop up in the corner of your screen. The phoenix. The Matty Ice Media bird to fly up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're sponsored or not. Hold that flag up. Let me see if it's back there. Do you just have
What?
it? Is the flag covering it?
You got
Not
one of
back
these?
Waiting for the phoenix to come out.
You got a Phoenix one of these?
I do not have a
does.
Phoenix one of those
You got to get one. Put it on the
Oh, I
other
gotcha.
side. Put it next to the Bush Light flag.
over here.
Yeah, man. Fill in that space.
Yep.
You still look like you're about to be beheaded, though. Maybe you need to turn the brightness up on that camera.
Up or down? We can go up. It gets like
Tell your parents how much you love them.
it's crazy.
Better now.
Tell your parents how much you love them.
Yeah. I'm okay. They're treating me well.
I've seen this video. I'm banged up a long time ago. Doesn't end well for the guy in the Hawkeye hoodie.
That's all right.
Speaking of great websites, bangedup.com.
What
One
is
of the
that?
greatest.
I've heard of it.
That was one of the greatest websites of all time.
What's on it?
If,
Is it
if
like
you'd ever been to rotten.com,
I have.
it was rotten.com on steroids.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I watched a man cut a pig's head off with a chainsaw, and I was just like scrolling through. That wasn't nothing like. That's just, hey, this is your welcome.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, at least it was a pig's
Any-
head, though.
Ugh. That's what I was saying. You keep scrolling, you never know what you'd find on that thing.
What are you talking about? Rotten.com?
And banged
No.
up.
I don't think I ever
Remember
heard of
Banged
Banged Up.
No,
No.
crazy place.
Put a link in the comments.
They're all,
Let
no,
Banged
they're
Up.
all shut down.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh yeah, somebody got a
Okay.
whiff of that thing.
Big Brother saw that shit and shut it down.
Oh man, it was like Faces of Death. I mean, just right there in front of it. I mean, just almost anything and everything you could think of
Damn.
any category,
Really?
any category.
Oh, it's one of those websites.
What was the
No-
other one
no
that
holds
had
barred.
crazy? What was there was another website that had a lot of goofy E-Bombs World.
I remember that shit. That was a
Yeah.
funny site.
There was a lot of goofy shit on that fucking site for sure.
E-bombs was like that was where like memes were born.
Yeah, I think it was.
That's where memes came from. But they didn't have like a whole lot of gross. Like they had some gross things on there, but nothing like that was too intense.
I want to say that's where I first saw Two Girls, One Cup.
I retract my statement.
I think
Just a
that's where
little
I
bit.
saw it.
Is that where that came from?
I don't know if that's where it originated. I'm just saying that's
Oh.
where I fucking saw it at. I think. I don't know.
Man, don't make me want to grab my phone and look.
No. And then I tell you what, and it might have been E-Bombs World again
Yeah.
that I saw like one of the we talked about, you guys referring to me as a prisoner. I'm gonna be beheaded. I like watched one of those,
The Bin Laden.
like one of those beheading videos of like, you know, some journalist or
Yeah.
something. And I remember I watched it and like I felt like sick to my. It was the first time in my life I felt like sick to my stomach after. I'm like, what the fuck was
I
that? Like,
I saw a
holy
public
shit.
one. I saw a public beheading on there.
Well,
I didn't-
this is like this is the deal where it's like, you know, the 5 guys in their little masks
Ski
standing
mask.
behind them,
Yeah.
holding them, and then like they sit there and they say whatever, and then they grab him and fucking cut his head off. You know, Allah Akbar, like, oh fucking hey, dude, like that was
Ooh.
wild. Like I watched that and I'm like, Jesus, that was so crazy. Cat,
What up, cat? The
Um,
house.
But no, that was nuts. And I'm like, and I don't know if it was the first time that I'd ever like witnessed, honestly, like witnessed a video even of someone like being murdered,
Yeah.
right? Like just right there. Like
Well, it's
in
not
real
every
life,
day
like,
you
not
get
in
to
a
watch
movie.
someone get beheaded. I mean,
I've never watched one since. I've never watched any video like that since. I was like,
oh, you don't
Fucking-
even like horror movies.
horror
You
or
don't like-
horror?
Yes.
Horror.
But dude, it was wild. It was just graphic. I'm like, and then like, you know, there's literally like just holding his head afterwards, and I'm like, that's fucking disturbing.
I saw a link on Facebook, and like the picture on the link was Johnny Knoxville, and under it said 10 websites that you probably shouldn't Google. So immediately it's like, well, I'm gonna look now. So I did, and I clicked on one of the websites, and it took me to these 2 guys who got caught for they were part of a drug trafficking ring, and they got
Oh.
busted by their own guys for like
Hell
trying to
yeah.
like you know, undercut their group. And
Piece by
They-
piece.
they took a chainsaw to each one took a chainsaw to the throat.
No, I saw some video like that, and it was like the Mexican drug cartel or whatever, and like
Yeah.
they literally like had this. It might have been a woman.
That's
they-
the one.
these-
Listen, that's the one she was talking about that Rick sent us.
Where,
Piece
like,
by piece.
And like they must have been the sharpest knives in the fucking world. Like, 'cause they literally just like lop a leg off, I mean, like by the end, it's torso. Like, yeah, torso,
Mrs.
leg, arm,
Potato
arm.
Head that you were
Yes.
looking for earlier.
That's what it is. Human Mrs. Potato Head.
Oh man, I don't want that in my search history. Don't make me want to look that.
Dude, don't. So
I'm
yeah,
not.
I lied. I lied when I said I never watched the other video like that, because I would definitely watch that one. Way like, oh god, dude, it was.
But
that-
you before you watch, you're like, man, I don't know if I should watch this. Well, maybe I'll just like stop watching it when they like start the thing. But then you're like, oh, you just keep going, and then you're like, man, I feel like a piece of shit for watching this right now.
that's how I was with the beheading, man. I felt
I don't. I'm gonna
I felt-
watch
I
it.
mean, I f-
it's a car accident. People love that internally. I mean, there's people.
no,
it's like,
I do
fuck.
not. Not me,
But
not
you
Ty.
watched it. You watched it, and you watched another one. I
Didn't
mean,
feel good about it.
well, it's
you
not
had-
that you feel great. I'm just saying, I'm gonna fucking watch it. I'm here for the show.
Well,
I want to see it.
hold on. You said people love it.
Not love it, but you know what I mean. It's like just the you know what's getting ready to happen.
Dude, they're
You seen
definitely-
that video with 5 guys standing behind him. You know wasn't gonna be no fucking gangbang. You knew what was coming. And you continued to watch,
Ah.
right?
They gosh, they're gonna play this in your trial.
That'll be okay.
I was never here.
They'll
Two
be
character
like
witnesses right
they'll
here.
be like the signs. Look all the signs that he was
So car accident happens. Listen, car accident happens. You're driving through. Is your fucking eyes on the road the entire time?
car
Or you over there
accident.
looking.
Car accident.
Car
legendary.
accident on the right hand side. Cars are rolled over.
Oh, I'm looking.
Ambulance is there. There's a gurney. You see blood. You watching the fucking road? Or you looking over there just in case?
Oh, I'm definitely.
It's human
probably
nature.
looking.
It's
But
human nature. That's what I'm
Hu-
saying.
It's human nature to be curious, absolutely. But like you
Yeah.
made it sound like people like seek this shit out.
Oh, there are people that seek it out.
That
for sure.
exists,
That's what it's
yeah.
there for.
But you made it sound like most people
Not
seek this shit. out.
most people are going to look. Some people are going to enjoy it.
we all love, well, not love, but we all get curious about fucked up shit.
See, he fucking said love too. Because
I didn't mean.
I'm
I
just
didn't mean
saying.
to say love.
The fuck you didn't. It's inside. People do. They are very interested in weird shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are midget strippers and midget porn exists for a
Huge
fucking
fan.
reason.
Horses, all that
Yeah.
shit.
I found a TikTok earlier I should have sent to you.
I tell you what, the horse thing, I'm
Speaking of-
like, I gotta imagine, like, now that they sedate the horse, because I gotta
The-
imagine that a horse could just fucking impale a chick, like,
The
if it
writing
really
club.
wanted
Is that
to.
what you're talking about?
Oh, it's pushing the spine up. That's for sure.
I mean, you'd think that horse could just do some fucking serious damage. I don't know. That's just one man's opinion, I guess. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for chiming in, fellas. Guess I'm the only one that's got anything to say about fucking
Well, no.
horses.
While we're talking about our love for fucked up corpses on the middle of the street, and you're
You said fucked up shit. I figured fucking horses qualified.
In the middle of the street.
Even better.
I mean, look, who knows what happens on Derby weekend?
Yeah, anything's
not
possible.
wrong.
I mean, I only live 4 blocks from the thing. It's right there behind me.
That's nuts, man. So, I mean, is it impossible to get around town at all?
It's impossible to leave my street.
So, do you just like get supplies and hunker down?
When I get off work on Thursday, I get what I got to get to get by for the weekend, and then on Sunday when it's over, I can head back out.
The kids
Jeez.
fucking get out of school for it.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Blows my mind.
I work at GE, a international plant, and we close for it on Friday.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. I mean,
Yeah.
because people probably literally wouldn't be able to get to work, or it'd take them hours to
No.
get there.
No, they understand. Like they get it. They know.
I want to live in one of those towns that like
Mm-mm.
fucking shuts down for deer hunting season and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just like I mean, fuck. I wish I would have went to a school like that where like they take like a week off for deer hunting season.
Yeah, you and
everything
Ed
else.
Gein? What are you talking about? Where does
Maybe.
We do.
Oh, I
we
guarantee you, there's small towns that do that shit for sure.
schools will shut down for the state fair for the whole week.
Well, you live in Kentucky, and state fair means more at place like Kentucky.
Yeah, that's you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah,
where,
man, you gotta
where do
get
they host the state fair in Kentucky?
at
Louisville?
the it's here in Louisville. It's right across the street from Cardinal Stadium where U of L plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on the same property as Six Flags.
What Six Flags is down there? What's that one?
Kentucky Kingdom.
Oh, really? Fuck, I didn't even know there was one. I've heard of like
Well-
Magic Mountain and
Well,
over Georgia and all that
it
shit.
used to be Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. Now it's just Kentucky Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
It's the same shit. Nothing changed. They just took the Six Flags off of it.
Caden and Gerard in the house.
What up?
Because a girl got her legs cut off. So Six Flags was like, well, we're dipping out of
We're
this
out.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
On a
I
ride.
haven't
Girl-
been to a Six Flags in a while, but I feel like they're like the I don't know,
Once
Like-
you've been to Cedar Point, it's so hard to go back to Six Flags.
or like Kings Island. I've never been to Kings Island. I heard Kings Island's beautiful.
Kings Island is dope. It's so
But-
cool.
It's like going to Target and you never want to go back to Walmart.
Exactly. Or yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's a really good way to put it, actually. The rides, the roller coasters are bigger and faster. There's so much more there.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Wow.
Kentucky Kings Island's pretty fair priced. Even for like a day pass.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
we'd been to Cedar Point. I've been there a couple times. Took the family year and a half or so ago.
Yeah.
But I think we'd like to go down to Kings Island sometime for a long weekend.
I think we're going this summer. We're gonna take Gunner.
Nice.
Yeah.
No. And like part of it's like I'm torn because with the kids, I mean, they're still young and they're not big enough to ride much. I mean, my daughter, like, she'll ride about anything she's big enough to ride. She don't really give a
Yeah.
shit. But it's almost like you're like torn because I'm like, fuck, do you want to spend this money? The kids are just gonna ride the fucking kiddie rides. But
Yeah. I got
I
a
don't know.
tall ass, almost 9-year-old, so that helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's tall for his
Oh,
age.
yeah, that's awesome. Well, another thing is I'm a big guy, man. So it's like some of them fucking roller coasters, like, my ass ain't fitting in that thing. You know what I mean? Like, I know they make some of them have like the longer seat belts, and like part of the problem is I'm not just wide, I'm tall on top of it, which it just makes it a little difficult.
How tall are you?
6 foot, but
Okay.
but,
Yeah, I saw the Halloween party photos of you two standing next to each other. Tab goes, man, I didn't know Brad was that tall.
yeah. Well, that's how I keep Ryan in line. But
I'm
We'll see
only
about that.
5. I'm 5'7".
Exactly.
are you
Cat.
really
Yeah,
Tall.
tall?
I'm a
Yeah,
short man.
Cat might have me matched,
Kidding me?
but it's okay though. Ryan, I don't know. We're like fucking Lenny and George off of Mice and Men.
Yeah, you're fucking
I'll pet the
Lenny,
puppy.
very unfortunately. Yeah.
How tall
Leave
are
my
you,
puppy
Ryan?
alone. What's that?
How tall are you?
I don't know, 5'7", 5'8", 5'8".
So same as
something
me.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There you go. It's all good. Yeah, he's like a spark plug.
Yeah.
Dynamite comes in small packages.
Hell yes, it does, man. Amen to that. Amen to that.
I really thought you were taller, Mike. I'm surprised.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. No, I'm 5'7". I'm a little guy. I got a tall man's complex though. I'm like a small
all right.
dog. I'm like a small dog that thinks it's a big dog.
That's all good. Dick has the same problem. But goddamn, you know who else looks like a large person, just like tall, just a big man, is fucking Adam TBR Beans.
He
How
is.
tall is he?
Looks like
He
looks tall.
looks
man.
He's
like-
over
he looks
6
like-
foot.
He looks like he's about 6'5", 6'6".
Like he looks like God. If he's 6'5", 6'6", holy fuck! Like I mean,
Yeah.
he looks like the type of person you wouldn't want to meet, like in a dark alley after
I
a
would
night of
not.
drinking.
I would not square up with that dude.
No,
No.
not a chance.
No.
No way.
He would beat the shit out of me. That's why I'm glad I'm friends with him.
After he said he got in a fucking car accident, didn't even notice, went to the
Didn't
casino.
Wait, what? I didn't
He
know
fell
that.
down those subway stairs.
I knew
fucking
about that
smashed all
part.
his shit up. Internal bleeding. Went to the
You said-
casino. Went
wait, so
home.
falling
It wasn't a-
down.
I'm saying he fucking
You said car
broke like
accident.
8 ribs. Broke this. No, he fell down a fucking flight of stairs in the subway.
Well, you said after he got in that car accident.
I know what the fuck I said.
Did
Was this
Mike?
the
Did he
same
say
day?
car
What
accident?
else? What else would happen when you're in a fucking car accident, Brad? Your bones are broken. You're bleeding internally.
Oh,
yeah.
so
And
the
his fucking ass just
hypothetical car accident.
goes to the casino,
Yeah.
goes home. Next day is good. Next day, fucking, I think I'm a little fucked up. Goes to the doctor. I'm like, no, you have
Well,
12 broken ribs and this and
But-
punctured this. And
didn't he also say that he was pretty drunk when it happened too?
oh, he was fucking toast.
Yeah.
They'd went to some soccer match or something and
Yeah.
they're getting on the subway to head back home and straight down
like,
the stairs.
If you can damage your body that bad and just keep on trucking and not even know, you're a tough son of a bitch.
Yes.
That's what
That's
I'm saying. What the
that's a
fuck are you gonna
bad-
do to that guy?
That's a bad man right there.
No, absolutely.
That's a bad man right there. I'm glad that like me and him are buddies. Like, cause I wouldn't want to square up with him. He's
No.
the kind of guy I want. I want him watching my back.
We could have that. We could do that. We could all just get together and have a fucking Royal Rumble podcast. Royal Rumble.
There we go. Adam's gonna win.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But if we're drinking first, Andy might win. All his Belgian beers, just
Yeah.
he's gonna give a the Andy stunner to everybody and just keep on going.
Hey, that one night. This is like in this early summer. We were on with you guys late one night, and there's
Yeah.
a bunch of us, and like B word was on there, and then like some little scrawny dude that like is maybe someone he knows was on. I can't remember what was his name. He's not like on Bleach Bros, but like,
The gnome.
oh yeah,
Oh, Jordan.
yeah.
Yeah.
He would not fare well.
He's
And-
In the Royal Rumble
No, I don't
or
think
the
so.
drinking contest?
dude,
Either one, probably.
he is also 5'7".
Well, not because of his size. He just has the type of personality that I think everybody would want to beat his ass first.
Ah,
That's that was like the vibe I got. I'm like, this guy's like one of those guys.
he's that dude.
What do you mean by one of those guys, Brad?
I
Please
don't know.
elaborate.
What do you mean,
I
you
fucking
people?
give a fuck. Like, no, it just he was just kind of a fucking dick. I thought, being honest.
I'm starting to think you guys share a couple qualities.
Yeah, whatever. It's all right.
No,
You know, we had this conversation, and you were like, "Yeah, he's a fucking asshole."
no, I know him pretty well. He's cool. He's cool.
Yeah, I just and maybe it was like just a bad night for him or something, but I was not. I don't know.
Not vibing.
Well, it just seemed like he just seemed annoyed by anyone else that said anything. I don't know. He just kind of had that like.
Are you sure it
Like-
was him?
I'm pretty fucking sure. But like I said, maybe it's just a weird. I don't like making.
You already
broad
did,
judgment.
though.
Yeah, I already
You
did. So whatever. Fuck it.
I don't
I'll
like
die-
it, but I'm
I'll die
getting
on
ready to
this.
fucking do it right now.
I'll die on this hill. That's fine.
I'm not one to pass judgment, but I'm going to pass judgment.
Pass some fucking judgment. right now. The fucking John Elway of passing judgment.
I don't mean to be that guy, but I got to be that guy. No, I got you. No, I know Jordan pretty well. He's pretty cool. Yeah, he's me and his cousin AJ from one of their other hosts. He's a good buddy of mine. He actually came here and crashed with us for a weekend back in November.
That's cool.
Yeah, we had a good time. Took him to
That's
Waverly Hills, smoked some weed, had a house party.
So who
You know
all have you met in person? The podcast world?
Podcasting, Designated Quizzers twice. We were with them last weekend for New Year's.
Right.
AJ from Dad's, Jen from what I had heard was Moose Lounge, which they live an hour and a half from here. We actually went to their house to record an episode with them last year.
That's cool.
That they're on that for their show. I think that's it.
Yeah.
You guys are next.
Well, we've talked about it a few times, right? It's
Yeah.
just
That sounds
We
like a
haven't-
threat.
haven't quite gotten past the planning stages.
Like Goldberg says, you're next.
You're next.
We were talking a couple weeks ago. We had Leskus on the show for our Home Alone thing for Christmas, and we were actually all talking about like all of us like me and Tab making our way up there, and all of us trying to get together, planning a weekend or something, maybe the spring or whatever, when it's when the weather warms up some, so we can do
Right.
some shit.
He's already high. He forgot about it.
He-
I text that motherfucker the other day. He ain't said a word back since.
Yeah.
Still
Dude,
high.
I texted him on New Year's, wish him a happy New Year's, and I'm still waiting for a response.
Fuck it. I'm gonna text him right now.
Do it.
Leskus.
So he says, yeah.
The
That is, but honestly though, that's a good dude. Ryan Leskus he's a good guy. Where
Let's see what
did
he
he
says.
respond? He's high. He's sparking
He
a
is
bowl he's sparking a bowl as we speak.
Yeah,
Guaran-
that's what I'm
guaran-
saying.
He's got his phone in his pocket and looking for it at the same time.
Hey man, my pocket seems really active right now.
Oh, he did respond at 6:00 in the morning the next day.
Here he comes. Hold on.
Oh.
Heyo.
I love hanging with that guy. He's cool as shit.
Yeah, if you guys do come up sometime, what you should do is you guys should get a hotel in
Yeah.
Bloomington
And where?
because Bloomington is literally like halfway between Peoria and Champaign.
Okay.
Like it's literally like 30 minutes to one, 30 minutes to the other, maybe
Okay.
less, like it. And Bloomington's a good sized town where there's plenty of hotels, restaurants, shit to do.
Cool.
And it's
Oh, yeah.
not like, I mean, now you get in the hood in Bloomington, but like it's not really a bad area either. Like it's pretty nice.
Okay.
But now obviously like maybe you'd want to stay closer one way or the other because I mean if you want to stay somewhere where you're gonna have probably the best time
Yeah.
as far as like having
Champaign.
bars to go to or something, you should stay in Champaign, like close to Lescus for sure, because that's where the U of I is, and so there's a lot of good bars and shit like that.
There's a lot of good bars in Bloomington.
How far from Champaign are you guys?
Hour-ish.
About an hour. That's not too
Yeah.
bad.
No, fuck.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad. And
Have you guys
There's
met Lescus before?
No.
And y'all live close, man. I'm surprised y'all haven't hung
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, we need to set up something because it wouldn't be a
Hell
big
yeah.
deal to get a room for us to get a room or two down there and
Yeah.
just go out. We go hit up the Silver Bullet.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that a cool
So-
place?
Depends on your version of or your opinion of
how
cool.
much do you enjoy breast milk?
Not at all, actually.
It's a strip club. It's like I don't know if do 18 and up strip clubs still exist. It's an 18 and up strip club, I think.
Hey, you were
Yeah.
banging a 14-year-old princess earlier, so yes, I think it
It's-
still exists.
Jesus, it's pretty small.
Very unfortunate.
There's not really a stage. It's like a 18-inch just like platform. it's the fucking like
Man,
shittiest strip club you could ever go
is
to.
it like in a trailer park and somebody just set up a spot like in the back?
No,
Oh,
it's just
like,
a small business.
and it's like on the outskirts of town too. I'm pretty
Family
sure.
owned.
Like, yeah, it's not like
Family
it's,
owned.
yeah.
Support your local business.
Like so, at a normal strip club,
It's the
they have-
nicest hallway you've ever got a
Yeah.
fucking
lap
dance
So
in.
listen, that's true because in a normal strip club, they have like the room, right? You go in the room and you almost get like a little bench or something, or how nice the place is, maybe a couch to sit on. But no, here, man, if you want a lap dance, so there's the stage, which I said literally platform down in the middle of the floor, like a runway, and it's got like high top tables on each side. And then at the end of it, there's like a wider platform, and then the DJ booth is right behind it. And there's a hallway that goes around the DJ booth like a U,
what
and it's lined. The wall is lined with mirrors, and there's bar stools along the wall. So if you get a lap dance, you get taken to one of these bar stools, and literally, like you're rubbing elbows with the guy next to you, and the chick. I mean, it's the hallway's so narrow. She's literally got her hands on the wall. And
On the
like
mirror.
rubbing her ass on your lap, seriously, man. Like we were down there for the high school state wrestling tournament like several years ago, and like
this
I'm
is the
sitting,
worst place
dude,
ever.
it's fucking terrible. And like I'm sitting there, and like I'm literally having a conversation with the guy next to me. I'm like, "What's up, man? Like, how?" Well, he was like, because it was wrestling people. Which wrestling people are weirdos, anyways. And I'm like, "What's up, dude?" Like, what is? Oh, not much, Like, it was just because that's how fucking close you are. It would be awkward not to talk. It'd be way more awkward if you weren't speaking. Like,
just
There's
sitting
a
there
lot of
staring
heavy
at the
breathing, eye
yeah,
contact.
if you were so in the fucking zone, that I mean, like you would have had more fucking privacy if you had somebody, been over the table where the fucking bouncer's taking cover inside the door. Like, I mean, it's just no privacy whatsoever. I
Who
tell you
needs
what,
privacy for a lap dance. Let's be honest.
well, it
needs
depends. Depends.
What a
'Cause
shithole.
It
She's,
was. Man.
she's the one that needs to be comfortable.
Rick
not you.
Otten was in heaven.
Oh, why?
He was in heaven. Like
If that's his heaven, what's his hell like?
I don't know. He was pumped though. He thought it was awesome. But this was right up his alley because,
Hey.
like,
See if the girls are outside. Go let them in. I think I forgot and left the dogs outside.
it's not that cold.
Well,
You thought we were
Yeah.
gonna get canceled for banging Disney princesses. You left the dogs outside. YouTube shutting it down.
they're in the backyard. It's fenced in.
Oh. Even better. What are you drinking?
Huh? Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, my usual. I got some teas left over from New Year's.
Twisted teas.
Yeah, it's the light.
No flavor, just lemon?
Light.
Light? What do you mean light? It's a light tea? Oh. I've never tried one. I need to try one.
They're all right. I'm just trying to get rid of them.
What about a peach? Do they make a peach?
Dude, peach is shit.
I like peach. So does it taste like peach?
No,
Okay.
no,
No,
it tastes
I'm
like
out.
ass.
I like ass. I'll tell
No,
you
not
right
that.
now.
Not good ass.
Oh, okay.
No.
What would you say that good ass tastes like?
Like
you asking me or
sweet
Ryan?
peach tea.
Whoever wants to
No,
answer.
I don't know. I've never
Can
tasted.
you tell me
ass.
what the difference is between good and bad ass?
Corn,
Chili?
right? I got chili upstairs. We'll find out.
Oh God,
3-day-old
Just
Taco
curious.
Bell.
Yeah.
just curious.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I'm not opposed to the idea. That's for sure. Not
I have a
opposed.
feeling that like while no one really, well, I'm sure there are people where it's like you may not know what shit tastes like, but I'm guessing that like the first time you were to taste it, you'd be like, "That's definitely shit." It's it's like you
No.
don't. It's like if you've never smelled a dead body, but like if all of a
No.
sudden you smelled one, you'd be like, "That's a
Yep.
dead body." Same
I
thing
knew
if
it.
you taste shit. Like I think it's just there's no doubt in your mind
Mm-mm.
what you just laid your taste buds upon.
No. 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 Brad,
What?
shut the fuck up. Don't say that.
Just
I don't
saying.
want to know.
I'm just guessing. I'm just that you would know for sure
No.
That was
immediately.
shit. Yeah.
There, like you said,
But-
you wouldn't be.
But would you know though? Like, would
I'd
you know?
fucking hope so.
You would make an educated guess at that point.
A hypothesis.
Let's do the math on it real quick.
Yeah.
No,
Because I mean, come on, man. Like
no.
you get down there, you're just a couple inches away, man. Like from being somewhere you maybe don't want to be.
No. I mean, well, if you're going down there, but on the front, you gotta say, before
You gotta appreciate both
you-
places. Let's be honest. You have to appreciate both places.
What I'm saying, as a bearded man, like you may not even be going down there
Yeah.
for that reason. You come up, you got a couple peanuts in your beard, man. like,
The fucking circus are you hanging out at?
hey, bud, you've been to that
No.
circus. You know
Have you?
what? No,
Have you?
no,
No, not you, Ryan. Have you?
no. I
No.
we'll leave that one alone.
Well,
I
let that dog.
moonlighted as a clown for a while.
Let's just let that dog lie.
But yeah, I gotta think it's one of those things. Like, it's like if you take a bite of bad meat, like it's like instantly, like there's no doubt in your mind. Even if you've never had like bad meat before, like right away. Right away.
This meat is turned.
Now, yeah. Well, I mean, I've opened my refrigerator and said, this chicken needs to get thrown out.
Yeah.
But is that what? Is that also like what the smell of chomping on?
Are
the
you
back
are
door
you
is like?
asking are you asking Ryan if he's ever rolled over in the middle of the night and said, "This woman needs to get thrown out"?
I was about to say, have you ever been dating that chicken you're getting ready to throw out? That's the real question.
You open up your fridge and, man, I should call her. No.
Well, Ryan has a history of I mean, he will go to drastic measures if he
If need
encounters
be.
a disturbing odor. Second floor bathroom window, no problem.
Out on
Gone.
like Jason Bourne.
not the.
I'm
not
just
the busted
waiting.
in
I'm
the
just
shed.
waiting.
I have the
for
world's
you,
strongest ankles.
just waiting for your wife to comment. Like,
No, she
waiting
knows.
for,
the
waiting for
story.
mine
No,
to
she's-
comment.
she's probably carrying your pillow out to the couch as we speak.
For what?
Everything, all the things that I've said.
Oh, fuck.
She's
it'll
gonna
be
she's
fine.
gonna walk through that door in 3, 2.
Hey, that's where his bottle of rye came from.
Yeah, it's the bourbon princess.
Leskis was supposed to come, but
She commented.
he got high.
But you got high.
Not about
Not
me.
about-
Carry on. See, her
There you go.
asshole smells fine.
Ugh.
Ryan, your wife did comment.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just saying. Her asshole smells fine.
Oh
shit.
Three laugh emojis. Oh my god, and then a throw up emoji.
That's when Brad was talking about the peanuts in the beard, or
Oh, okay.
right before the peanuts in the beard, maybe.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
If you've ever eaten shit,
You
that
know
would
it.
know. Yeah,
I mean, like
I
I
feel
could
like it's
tell
a
you-
destination. Yeah,
I
Once
could
you've
tell
been
you
there.
with certainty. Like I don't know that I've never tasted shit, but I know I've never tasted shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause I think it's one of those things that you just know.
Oh, eating shit.
Eating shit.
I didn't know you're into that.
When we
Brad.
talk about eating shit, we can talk about
You.
eating shit.
Oh well,
specifically.
let's just now. Brad's just laying it all out on the table. Brad,
Eating
do you?
Shit. Do
You-
I eat shit?
No, not shit. But do you go around back?
I mean,
you-
dude, I
do you-
don't. You just.
What?
Do you eat your?
Yes,
do you
it's a
eat-
yes or no.
Oh, I thought I heard someone
Answer.
talking in the background. What?
No,
gotta-
nobody was talking in the background. Yes or no, Brad?
I think you gotta give attention wherever
Nope.
attentions are necessary. You know, I mean,
No.
I'm not saying
No.
it's got to be like, you know,
Back to what you said, Brad. Have you ever eaten shit?
no, I've
Okay.
never eaten shit.
Brad, do you eat ass?
I've
Brad.
I've eaten an ass. I've eaten an ass before in my lifetime.
Okay. One more time.
So you're
Brad,
saying
have
by
you ever
proxy, so that I've
Brad-
eaten shit?
Hey, you suck one dick, you're a cocksucker the rest of your life, son. Just one. That's all it takes.
I mean, I don't know why you put me on trial.
No, it's just
what?
a question.
No,
You're
this
just
is-
lying.
Dude,
That's all you were
this is the
doing.
this is the pub. It's a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
You
It
know
I
has
don't
to
feel
be.
any
It has to
different
be.
now
It's a judgment-free zone.
that you finally come clean.
Well, hopefully with some more of that zinc, it'll be coming real clean.
I said
Let's-
Snow White.
Jesus Christ.
Wake up, bitch. Oh, feed her the apple, man.
I tell you what, do you think they discovered that during COVID with the social distancing? You
I
still
think
give her,
so.
Still give her a facial from 6 feet away,
That's probably where that came from.
and
Hey,
boost
social-
your immune system at the same
Yeah.
time.
Fuck.
Hey, health conscious. It's on the. There's a link for it on the CDC website.
Oh my god,
I wouldn't be surprised.
probably not, dude. Just imagine those dumb motherfuckers that took it so seriously, like that, like even like husband and wife, they probably like didn't touch each other. They probably slept in separate rooms.
Stay
They
away.
fucking social distanced or whatever from each other for a year.
You know, last year, this time last year, Tab had COVID. We still slept in the same bed.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah,
I
we've
I
had
look at
COVID.
what's funny is we had just come back from vacation. We went to work for a week, then she got COVID, and then so I had to stay home too. So I took it as I get another vacation.
There you go.
Another week later.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hey, if you really bought into what you bought into till death do us part, I
yeah.
can have anything. I'm gonna have it too.
Hey.
Fuck it. It's mine.
Hey man, listen, man, I'm a man of my word. I stand by what I say. I made an oath and I stand by it. So if I gotta go, I gotta go.
Just
Even if it's
sometimes
co-
sometimes we may wish that contract would expire sooner than later.
You're sitting on your
I'm
couch.
gonna be at your fucking
looking-
trial.
I know it says till death do us part, but I didn't think it'd be this long.
What's the expiration date on that contract? Is it
Yeah.
ever?
I don't think so. It wasn't dated.
What's the fine
Very
print say?
unfortunate.
That's what you got to look at is the fine print. But even on that, it says NA.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Hey, so I've heard the term this common law marriage. What is that
It's
even
good
like?
in Kentucky.
Is
It
it
is.
actually like legally binding? though?
Illinois, it's not good no more.
It is a real thing.
So is it just that if you are like with a person and live with them for so long that
Yup.
really
It's yeah. It's marriage by a technicality.
right?
And which is funny because Tab's brother is he fell into it. Him and his girl have been living together. They've actually been together for 10 years.
So what if you like? I mean, you don't have a choice. Like at that point, you're just recognized as
It is what it is.
no. So do you get like a letter in the mail or something? You're like, how does it work?
That part I don't know. I'm not sure. But everyone around here is more than familiar with it.
So like, I mean, do they gather all the people that qualify each year and have like a group ceremony?
I don't know. It'd probably be the weirdest wedding you ever been to.
Probably the best.
Or that. Depending on your sense of humor.
I mean, could you imagine? It's like, well, like we don't love each other enough to get real married, and nobody else apparently wants to fucking marry us. So
Oh, so here we are.
yeah.
So whoa. What are
So-
you doing later?
So do you think that like that there are people out there, maybe even women specifically, that like hold out for like, because I mean, okay, so how like legally, if you're common law married,
Yeah,
but not like married,
right.
and then like, do you have to get divorced if you split up?
No, I think just like the typical boyfriend girlfriend breakup is like good enough.
I think you do share certain rights though.
Because there's no paperwork like in an actual real marriage, you know.
So what's the point? I guess what are the benefits, or what do you
It's-
get or not get anymore if you are considered common law married?
It's Kentucky, man. It's I don't know. It's
I'm just curious. I don't
Kentucky.
know.
I don't know. It's Kentucky, you know.
Right.
It is what it is. Nothing in this fucking state makes any sense. I hate it here. God
The
damn.
whiskey's pretty good.
Yeah.
Eh,
You guys got that right.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Bourbon, basketball, and
Well.
baseball bats.
Yeah, baseball bats. Woo.
That's what Kentucky does.
Yeah. And horses.
Horses. It was
We're-
like
We're
Wedding
awesome
Crashers.
gamblers.
Wedding
Yeah.
Crashers. It's like, fuck. Where the fuck are they? Like, what state in New England are they? Like, that's what we do here. Crab cakes and football.
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's in Kentucky, buddy.
Dude.
Bourbon, basketball, baseball bats,
And gambling.
and gambling and horse racing.
This whole state is just a redneck wedding reception, dude. That's all it is.
When I went to Kentucky, I went to that casino that's right by your house.
Which casino?
The one that has the racetrack out in front of it.
Oh, Churchill Downs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was nice. It's been a while since I've been
It
in a
is.
casino you can still smoke.
It's weird that the racetrack is such like a popular like celebrity spot, you know,
Mhm.
once a year, and it's in the hood.
Oh, it was. I mean,
It's in the hood.
we just kind of come rolling by it, and I was like, "Oh fuck, let's go in here."
Yeah, I'm 4 blocks from. Actually, if I took this down, you could see the stadium lights, the lights from the track.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
it. We're that close. So the first weekend of May every year, there's just drunk millionaires roaming up and down the street.
Does anyone
looking for a
ever
car.
yeah, does anyone ever like are there how many crimes of opportunity take place?
Man, dude. So the protests that were going on 2 years ago, one of them took place at the track they had to push Derby back because of COVID. They pushed Derby back to September, to Labor Day weekend. And there was protests all over the place, man.
Like protesting that they
Gunsh-
were having it in general?
No, it was Breonna Taylor protests.
Oh, okay.
It was that, because that happened here also. So I we sat in the backyard. I had the 6-shooter next to me.
Did you get a flat screen out of this deal or what?
No, dude. Dude, we locked our doors and
I love
hung
when a
out.
good protest gets me a flat screen.
I mean, if I was to you.
When I'm so moved by some topic that I just
So.
got to go out and get me something new.
This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
Look at that, pal. Hank come flying out of there. He's ready to see you.
He is.
I see him, dude.
He is
going
beating the door
nuts.
down.
That's crazy, man.
He's going crazy back there.
Oh shit, son.
He's trying to climb out.
Oh my.
Oh no. He's here.
Dad's in the house.
Cue the music.
It's like the Undertaker
Oh,
introduction.
shit.
It's all dark.
Yeah.
Hey Ryan, you get
We're waiting to hit the lights.
he forgot to turn his light off. He's high.
Well, yeah, that's true. Hold on.
Oh, you're
Fuck's
good.
going.
You're just all blacked out. That's all right.
God. Like blue balling us.
Right? Hold on. That's all right. Continue.
It's gonna be so epic when that light comes on.
Paul Bearer is gonna be sitting here.
Oh, dude. I got Stone Cold's theme music fired up, ready to go. There it is.
Damn, son.
Oh, there I am.
You in the bathroom?
Look at that stash.
I'm all Vaselined out. I don't know what's going on.
How you doing, buddy?
Hanging in there. How you, man?
I'm good, man.
Okay, I got all kinds of stuff going on back here now. It's been a while since I've been on this format. All right.
You were on this
Alright.
format with us like 3 weeks ago, bro.
I know. Apparently, my camera settings were off, and I had my blur on, and all kinds of.
I think your mic
I have-
settings are on your computer.
Oh shit! That's probably
There's an
true,
echo.
I think you sound great.
too.
I think you look great.
Okay, he's like, fuck you guys.
Fuck,
I'm
I'm
out.
leaving.
Fuck it.
talk shit on my whole setup when I come in. Fuck y'all.
Out.
He'll be back. He always comes back.
Jesus. One of these days, I think it's gonna take, if we want it to be worth a shit, it's
Yeah.
gonna take some preparation, and that is to do an episode like we talked about a fucking year ago about the West Memphis 3.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I just, episode or no episode, I just want to drink beers with you guys. Like face to face, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. I'm down. Down. It's all. I mean, fuck. It's hard to have a bad time drinking beers.
Face to face. That's one of my favorite Seven Dust songs. I love that song.
Yeah. That's a good band to see live.
Oh fuck! I've probably seen them more than anybody else. For a long time, they were like the opening band in Peoria, and then they became the headliner.
Well, because they were half-ass local, right?
I don't know what the deal is. They definitely had some sort of connection.
Well, did they? For a while, I thought they claimed Peoria or something, but then they like next thing you know, they I don't know if they said like
That's
Chicago.
Mudvayne.
That's it. My bad. Yes, Mudvayne's who I'm thinking of.
What up, boss? What are you smoking on?
Oh, just a little puff or two, man. How am I sounding now? I think the mic is ready.
There you are.
There I am. All right. I actually
Voice
decided
Here.
to check my settings before I actually went backstage this time. So
I mean, you know you gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself.
nah, this is bad for my health.
You gotta chickadee check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself.
Come real stealth.
There you
Drop
go.
bombs on your moms. Fuck car alarm.
Dude, we were Ryan, I'm still thinking about we were talking the other night about on our episode Tuesday with our buddy about pro wrestling, and well, how old's Kenny, Hack?
24, 25.
He's like,
Oh.
man, he's like, I know all these people that they talk about pro wrestling. I didn't realize it was such a big deal. I'm like, we're like, you have no idea. Like when we were kids, when we were like, like fourth grade all the way probably up to high school, like that was like the fucking heyday, like the Attitude Era. Like that's when WCW was like firing on all cylinders. You had the WWF guys coming over, everything else, the NWO, all that crazy shit. I'm like, that was the fucking time, man, like in pro wrestling. And I was telling Ryan the other day, I was on Peacock and I forgot they had all the fucking everything
Yeah.
on there.
The back
wa-
catalogs.
Yeah,
I
I
am-
fucking watched Starcade '96, man. I was like,
Dude.
fuck yeah, Piper and Hogan.
I'm so glad you brought that up. When I was sitting in the car rider line at Gunner School waiting to pick him up, I was watching a documentary on the Attitude Era, which to me is the greatest era in professional wrestling.
Oh, they definitely made the most money.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
The,
not sure, to me, I'm not sure it's the greatest, but they made the most money though, for sure.
I mean, dude, you had DX running out there getting girls to do stuff in the crowd. I mean,
Well, I mean,
come on
they,
now.
they didn't need DX for girls to do stuff, man. They were just doing
Yeah,
that, man.
but
They
it-
had
but-
the
they made it
Thanksgiving, they'd
better.
have the gravy wrestling, and they had like the pillow fights. Like their women weren't really wrestlers back then. They were like models that kind of slapped
Yes.
around a little bit for the most part.
Absolutely.
You know, I
Not
found
that
out
I'm mad at that.
I found out yesterday that Brock Lesnar is married to Sable.
yeah, it has been for a very long time.
I did
No
not
shit.
know that. Yeah, man. He's living the dream.
I met Brock Lesnar when he was still an undercard at a
Really?
house show here in Champaign.
Nice.
Briefly, he was still undercard. He might even have been doing the brawler. I mean, it was one of those like total jobber matches. He still nobody knew who he was. And
was this after his NFL career or before?
I don't remember. It was I
You-
don't
you
remember.
could
I
have
never
met
heard of
him
the
when
dude.
you could have met him when he wrestled
was
at Huff Hall, Yeah.
yeah.
the national champ.
Yeah.
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 I met him, but Stacy Keebler and Trish Stratus
Ooh.
were there too, so I paid him no
Boy.
mind. And then later, years later, it was like, oh, I've been hanging out with this dude. But no, I was just straight beeline, man.
No,
Keebler, Stratus. I have a picture with Stratus here somewhere, man. But
really.
yeah, in radio, because Champaign Assembly Hall, we'd get some house shows and stuff, and we'd always get to go backstage. It was really cool.
Yeah.
No, that's badass. Like the story of how Lesnar got recruited to Minnesota to wrestle was crazy. Like they were like at some, because I think he's from one of the Dakotas
Yeah, North
originally, and they were at some just like random tournament to like the coaching staff was to watch somebody else. And next thing you know, they hear these people oohing and ahhing like across the gym, and like they look over and they see Brock Lesnar, like, who the fuck's that guy? And like he had zero interest from anybody because just I think being isolated where he was, and I think he like just like committed on the spot, was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm in,
Right.
And then he actually went to Minnesota and wrestled for them, like probably in their peak in the last 20 years, where they rattled off a couple national titles as a team and whatever. And I didn't even realize that. I mean, it was years later that this fucking Brock Lesnar is UFC and WWE. He was a fucking national champion in Minnesota. I didn't even realize it for the longest
Yeah,
time.
he's a former Minnesota Viking too.
for a brief
See, and I don't know
stint.
if I knew that. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if I
he's
realized that.
he was I think he was on defense. He was a lineman.
Yeah, he's a big one.
He
Isn't
played
that
for a
crazy?
bit.
You look at a guy like that who's, is as dominant as he was in like collegiate wrestling, dominant in the UFC, and like as athletic
Wasn't
as he
worth the
is and stuff.
fucking football.
And he can't
Yeah.
literally couldn't fucking
But
last in the
let's
NFL.
be
That's
honest.
crazy.
Let's be honest. He's playing behind Jared Allen, and I'm trying to think who that other big boy was.
John Randall. He was
Nah,
a tackle
he-
though.
right. He'd
But
have
if you're
been
that
after
good, you'd
Randall.
land somewhere, you'd think.
Well,
man.
Goldberg was a former Atlanta Falcon.
Yeah, I knew that.
I was never Team Goldberg, man. Everybody had that one roommate that was always Goldberg, man. Nah, I never liked Goldberg.
I met him.
He's booty, and he gave fucking Bret Hart the concussion, put him out. Bret Hart's a dude.
Yeah, he just, I mean, everybody knew he couldn't wrestle, man. He had his three
Right.
squash moves, and it was a great gimmick. Don't get me wrong, but it's just he had no juice, man.
And see,
After
that's
win 56 in a row or whatever, I was just like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I get what you're doing
With
here.
some of them older guys, they probably get pissed because he
So-
never paid his dues. He just
One of
showed up, took over the show.
one of the coolest dudes I ever met was this cat right here.
Sting.
Oh, hell yeah.
Stinger.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
That's
I
awesome.
told that guy that he pretty much raised me, and he just like hugged me.
He asked when you were born and what town you live in.
Yeah, I said-
It's like,
He goes,
uh-oh.
I said I was born in '85, so I followed your career pretty well.
True story. The dude that used to be on the morning show here at Mix 94.5 back in the day, he went by Popeye. It was Popeye and March in the morning. And he way outkicked his coverage. He had this fine ass wife. You could tell she switched hit too, because she always liked to go to the strip club and stuff. When Rick Rude died, she got a letter in the mail and found out that she was one of his illegitimate children, and she got like a chunk of his estate.
Oh shit!
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
That's what's up.
It wasn't like a huge chunk, but it was a nice chunk. I forget, it was something like $25,000 or $30,000.
That's a pretty good. That's a
Yeah,
pretty good.
it was just
slice of-
like oh, by the way, I never knew her that personally other than like to party with, but like I never knew she didn't know who her dad was and all, that shit didn't come up. Obviously daddy issues, that's why she's hanging out with me at the strip club, but yeah. But yeah,
Rick
it's
Rude's
like-
kid is
Rick Rude's kid.
Yeah,
All of a
that's where you're gonna
sudden-
find him.
That's more the nature versus nurture argument there, man. She had a little rude in her, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
That's funny. I mean, where
That
else
would-
would you find Rick Rude's kids, right?
Right?
I love that they have all these now that they're coming out with these guys telling all these fucking stories from like back in the day of all the crazy
Yeah.
shit that went down on the road and whatever else. And like I think I saw one where like Triple H is telling a story about fucking Mick Foley. And he's like, this
Yeah.
fucking guy, like he didn't even travel with a bag. He just like whatever he had, it was like carried
Yeah.
under his arm. Like
He,
he'd have like a pile of clothes.
He took a shower and dried himself off with the dirty clothes and then put the clothes back on.
Yes, I saw that.
I saw. Yeah. Yeah. He had like a
It's like-
garbage bag full of like clothes and food in there, and he
My
just
boy
rented a car and
Cactus.
drove by himself.
Exactly. I had
Oh,
to give
man.
the bang bang.
Yeah.
I introduced Tab to Mick Foley and Undertaker's Hell in a Cell match last
Oh
weekend
man, yeah.
because she's not into wrestling, but me and Jason from Quizzers are. So when we were at their house, me and him were having beers and watching old wrestling matches on Peacock, and we watched that one. And
I'm gonna nerd out for a second, but to be honest, that's probably not even his best match. Like for crazy shit that happens. It was
Oh.
like in '95, right before he comes to WWE. Him and Terry Funk have a
Yeah.
Texas death match in Japan where he gets lit on fire. So
Right, electrocuted and
as cool as that looks, getting tossed off that cage, He talks about
I
flying back
remember.
on that plane,
Yeah.
and he's got like rotting flesh, and it's just stinking up the plane. It's like that's nuts.
Or what about the I Quit match with The Rock when he was handcuffed and took like
Oh, fucking 12
30
chair
some
shots.
odd chair
I'll be right
shots
back.
to the
I'll be right
fucking
back. I gotta go
goal,
take a
just
piss.
over and over and over and over again, man. Kept getting up, no hands, just getting popped back down again.
Oh, it was dirty. You felt bad. You hated The Rock because you're like,
Yeah,
"Ah,
yeah.
stop doing
And
it to him. That's not
He
good."
just kept, and he always had that laugh, you know, when he was Mankind. He was like doing the and pop down again, get up, pop, and it's like, how many is this gonna go? Yeah, man. I still have the old DVDs and VHS tapes, man. I like my hard media. I'll never get rid of that shit. I have cassette tapes.
I remember you telling me we talked about this a little bit.
That was my shit. It came in handy over the pandemic, man. Like everybody got to be more excited to go outdoors, and I was loving it. And I throw my D cell batteries in my little boombox and fucking
Here we go, boys.
yeah. We got a cooler. We're gonna go to the ball.
We got some
field,
fucking
we're gonna
Beastie
play-
Boys. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're gonna play home
Do
run.
you know about
derby for a
License
few
to
hours.
Ill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
We were talking
Yeah.
to Mike earlier about he's talking about making a trip up this way sometime and trying to hang out with all of us. And at first I'm like, man, you could stay in Bloomington and just be like halfway. But then I'm like, fuck, why? I'm like, honestly, like if you want to stay somewhere where there's more fun shit to do, like you should stay in Champaign. There's better bars and shit like that. I'm like, it's no big deal for us to cruise down that way, shack up somewhere, like fucking
Which
go
is
out.
cool in Bloomington. It's not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all. But I'm thinking like, fuck, if they go, like, let's say
Yeah.
they go down to Champaign to fucking hang out, and now they got to drive, back to Bloomington or some shit like that. That's
Right. Yeah. You don't want to do that, man.
Would you go to Be High or Central Catholic?
Kappa.
You
That
lived
was
in
our-
Kappa? Did they have a high school? in
No,
Kappa?
no. I went to
Bloomington Central
I went to
Catholic?
ISU. I went to ISU, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
B
I
word
just
from Bleach
Now
Brothers.
you asked me where I
video
hung
told
out.
me.
I hung out at Kappa many times.
What up?
That's awesome. I had a buddy that went to ISU, and he was telling me a story about how he went to Kappa with some buddies one night, and like a snowstorm was coming through, and that they were like gonna shut the place down. And he's like, we were like literally on a bus, like. Because he said that, I don't know if he said they had a shuttle, like literally had a shuttle that would take him to Kappa from campus or something. But he's like, we're literally on this fucking shuttle or whatever with the strippers that are students at ISU.
Right.
He's like, it's so weird because they're like,
We're all heading
got their all
home.
makeup on
Yeah.
and shit. They're like, so what's your major? Like shit like that.
They're all elementary ed teachers, man.
What I miss?
We're
Good
talking about
college.
strip clubs.
Wait, hold on. College or strip? Well, same thing.
Both.
Yeah.
All my
It's all the
college was
same.
loaded with strippers, man.
Not mine. I went to a college where it was. These guys should have probably went to college 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I was the youngest at my college, amongst the youngest.
Jesus,
nothing wrong with
BYU.
No, the Louisville Institute of Technology.
I saw that movie.
Yeah. Is it called Accepted?
The South Harvard Institute of Technology.
Yeah.
Then they called themselves like shitheads or something. Like,
Yeah. They had like vert ramps in the pool.
yes.
That movie's good as fuck, dude. That's a good ass movie. It's fun with 500-pound Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ask me about my wiener.
That's exactly what it is.
Ask me about my wiener.
I've seen a lot of TikToks with that fucking clip in them lately.
Probably. It is. Nobody remembers it. You know, it's one of those like ones that come up. What?
Yeah.
All the TikToks
Definitely
I see
flew
are,
under the radar.
Oh, for sure. The ones I'm seeing are like where it has like a woman, like the wife, and she's like, "Hey, what kind of like meat would you like for dinner tonight?" And then it flips to that fucking clip. He's like, "Ask me about my wiener." Like, yeah, exactly.
I try that trick on my birthday. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
Speaking of him, have you guys seen that fucking documentary on Netflix of like him and his like therapist or whatever?
No,
No?
I'm kind of scared to watch that. in a
I
weird
watched a
way.
little bit, like I don't know, probably like 20 minutes of it. It's interesting
Is it?
because I think this like guy really helped him, and he's like kind of like his whole gimmick is like I want to show these people like what you did for me
Yeah.
and like how you helped me, sort of thing. And you can tell
Yeah.
like the therapist is sort of like uncomfortable with it a little bit,
Right.
and like, but like the therapist is just like one of those guys that's just honest with them,
right.
like and that's kind of what it all comes down to. But he's definitely doesn't seem like he's in a bad place in it. But
yeah.
who knows?
He seems like he's doing a lot better now. Jonah Hill does.
Yeah.
Like he seems different.
Somebody told me, was it? I don't know. Fuck, I don't know if it was on here earlier. It's been a while, or like earlier today. But
It's been 2 hours and 26 minutes.
yeah. But he just like recently got cast for.
John Daly.
Was that? No, I don't think that's what it was. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Well,
I
was
heard
that it?
that.
I thought there
Jerry
was. Some,
Garcia. That's what
yes,
you're talking about,
yes. Did we talk about that Tuesday?
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna play Jerry Garcia.
What's he
I see
fighting?
that
though?
too.
Is he fighting being a millionaire? Is he fighting, being
Wait.
popular, being in movies? Well, he ain't got the weight no more. Fuck, he looked like pretty skinny.
doesn't.
Looked like a totally goddamn different person.
I
From
think
what
he
see.
put some of the weight back on though.
Yeah,
a
he
little bit.
yo-yos, man.
But
If he's gonna be Jerry Garcia or John Daly, he's
They
gonna
gonna have to.
yeah,
Look,
I-
if Christian Bale can put it on and take it off like that, then dude, Jonah Hill definitely can.
but if you're asking like, what he's fighting, like why is he going to a therapist type of thing? I think he's just like look at all the like child star. I think granted he wasn't a kid, but he was fucking really young when he got
Yeah.
popular. Fuck, I mean, what would you have done with $1 million when you were 20? You know what I mean? Like,
You'd be watching my documentary and not my
Yeah.
That's what I'm
me
saying.
and my therapist.
Dude, if any child celebrity needs a therapist documentary, it's Macaulay Culkin.
Oh shit.
He's pretty cool, man. I actually heard him on a couple pods.
Yeah.
He seems pretty.
He's got his own pod.
Oh, he does now.
Yeah.
Everybody does. I'm not surprised. But every celebrity's coming taking our listens. But I heard him. He was like living overseas and like just
Yeah.
chilling, like having that like
He-
wanderlust type of life where he
he went
just
to go
posted
live-
up and
He went to go live overseas so he could get better. And then he came back when he felt he was ready to come back, then he came back. Like he did it all on his own terms. Which I mean you gotta respect that.
and man, there's just too much content, man. I didn't even know
I
this
mean,
existed, dude.
I mean
This is-
Lescus, we did an episode on it if you remember.
oh, on Home Alone, absolutely. Dude.
That was fun.
I still like my squad, dude. I tried.
Same. That's still
Right.
getting hits. That's still getting hits right now.
Good.
I got these two fools on next week.
We're the sticky bandits.
I would have cast y'all.
I did. I cast Brad as Harry.
Harry. Dude, I tell you what, man. What's better? And you guys probably talked. But what's better, Home Alone 1 or 2, in your opinion?
I know Mike's answer.
2.
Mike rallied.
I
for
think
2.
I
like
agree,
1.
man. I think I
2.
agree with 2.
Dude, in Home Alone 2, Kevin went for the kill shot. He said, fuck it. I'm killing these bastards.
Is that the one with the pigeon lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Garbage Man's the first
And
one.
And the
Yeah.
steel pipe or the lead pipe. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I think the reason I think I like 2 more is because you knew what was going to come because you saw one, right? And so you knew it was
Yeah.
going to be the same. And the fact that it was still so good, even though you knew exactly what was going to happen, that
But
he
the
was going to set up
traps,
the
the
place,
traps were more intense.
They were
El-
for sure.
Electrocution, setting dudes on fire, explosions, lead pipes to the mouth, staples to the dick.
Staples to the dick. That's my album
Yeah.
title, man.
Staples to the dick.
Staple gun my cock. That's the name of it.
I tell you what, though, the fact, I mean, it's totally unrealistic. There's no way that you keep powering on after like some of that shit. Like after fucking Marv being electrocuted in the basement.
Well,
and
do you remember
Harry
that show?
getting lit up in the toilet? Like there's no way you were done at that point. Like,
Do you remember the that show Mythbusters?
yeah.
They did all of the traps from the first Home Alone on that show, and they should have died before they made it into the house.
Well, that's what I said, man. We talked about it on the pod. Like when as soon as he burned his hand on the doorknob and fell on the ice, I'm out, dude. There's a lot of fucking houses on this block, dude. I'm out, man.
that-
I'm out.
That
I'm out.
kid is the one. That kid is the one that should have been in the back of that cop car
I'm out.
for murder. They should have died before they made it inside the fucking house.
I
mean,
like- I like
You're
one.
talking sliding head first down 30 concrete stairs into a door, a nail into the foot.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, man. There's like I said, man, and nobody. They're even doing it. You're checking all the time. There's bing, 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 bing. Like they know they have the whole fucking block case, man. Like no,
Yeah.
I'm not. As soon as I got that M burn on my hand, I'm fucking out, dude. I'm done. Let's go.
Did anyone else like hate his fucking family as much as I did when I watched those movies?
See, that's
Yeah.
why I
Like,
like one so
fuck
much better. I
these
think it's
people.
more of a complete movie, dude. I love like the whole like the asshole uncle stealing the crystal on the plane and like the whole like look what you did, you little jerk, and like
Yeah.
the fucking asshole brothers and everybody.
Well, it's
I eat
definitely
your pizza. I'm gonna vomit it up if you want some. Like you get like the whole origin story about why he is the villain he is, man.
well. And I think that what's interesting is that they made one. You can tell by the way they made one that they weren't even thinking about a sequel. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
sure.
it could have
Yeah.
just been a standalone and been over with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Luckily, I think I think they struck gold twice. But then, like, how about fucking Home Alone 3? Oh.
That doesn't exist in my world.
No, I agree, dude. It's Home
It
Alone 1
ends-
and 2, and that's
It's
it.
it's 1 and 2, and then we're done. The others that doesn't. That's like George Clooney's Batman. No, that
Oh,
never
yeah,
happened.
I mean, once you switch actors, it's like the Jeremy Renner and Bourne movie, like just certain things, it's just like, okay. You
Yeah.
kind of have to just realize.
Well,
okay,
after Jeremy
this is
Renner,
a
though, they
different
went
thing.
back to Matt Damon.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
They said, "No, fuck this. We're going back to the other guy." Or Triple X with Vin Diesel. Then they tried to use Ice Cube?
yeah, man.
No, no, don't do that. Let's go back to the other guy. He brought in more money. Let's do him. He's cool.
Ryan, what's your favorite Christmas movie over there?
Oh,
And you
shit.
can't say Die Hard because that's not a Christmas movie.
Oh, I still think it is, but that's not my answer.
I knew you were gonna say
It is. It's a Christmas movie. The whole plot point is and I'm not. Everybody's gotten into that. We're not going to get into that. It's kind of cliche, but I mean, obviously, Christmas Vacation I think is probably the GOAT. But
100%.
what's slept on a lot is I really, and it's a stupid movie, but I really, and nobody seems to like it, but I really
Vacation
love.
too.
No, Four Christmases.
I like
With-
it.
with Vince Vaughn.
I like it.
I love that movie, man.
It's funny.
I'm a Vince Vaughn fanboy, but I love like all the characters, and I love that Favreau's back, and then he comes back, and you got Duvall. And
Isn't his
let's
name Orlando?
We were all
Yeah,
we
they're
were
all-
we were we were
yeah,
all named
just-
after the city we were conceived in. He's
yes,
Dallas,
yes,
he's Denver, and he's Orlando.
yeah. I just think it's slept on, dude. Like each different scene, just each different house just kills me. And then when they come back and Favreau comes back and they're playing the, I don't know, taboo or whatever word association game is and stuff,
Flip the
that cracked
two.
me up. And the younger boyfriend who's like their friend, and it just kept reinventing itself throughout the whole thing. And I was
Dwight,
cracking up pretty
Fucking Dwight Yoakam.
much. Yes.
What is
And
it?
then you
we were best friends. We used to smell each other's hands.
and Reese Witherspoon hanging out with like that lesbian, and like they're looking at the photo books, and like
Yes.
this is what? No, this is
Reese-
her, and she has the bounce house phobia, and the girl with the pregnancy test in her mouth, and it just kept like I don't know,
Reese,
man.
Reese Witherspoon is fine as shit in that movie.
She is peaking there.
She is.
Yummy.
How about you, Hack?
Yeah, I'd fuck Reese Witherspoon. What?
What about
What are we
Christmas
talking
Christmas
about?
movies?
The one where he fucks Reese Witherspoon on Christmas.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. Christmas movies. My favorite. My Christmas Story is very cliche. It's on there. I'm gonna watch it for sure. Probably the Grinch, man.
Like the
Old
original?
school. Old school. Yeah.
Okay.
Cartoon.
Not the Jim Carrey one.
No, I love the Jim Carrey one, but
Yeah.
I'd rather watch old school.
The only thing the Jim Carrey one did for me is I'm like, God, I'd fuck a who. Like, that's what I walked away from that one with. I'm like, I'd definitely fuck a who.
We're
I'm in.
we're recording our Jim Carrey episode tomorrow.
Sweet.
Just
Jim
if you're-
Carrey's a fucking Jim, man.
If you're a
celebrating
fan
the
of-
life.
If you're basically if you're a fan of Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, Tuesday's gonna be a good day. when
I
that
really
episode
loved
drops.
Ace Ventura 2. If we're talking sequels now, man, that one is slept on.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
he escapes out the mechanic
rhino's
rhino's ass. Right.
He does the
That-
Tarzan yell on his asshole.
I do this a lot too. Like if I get hurt or something, when he gets the spear in one leg, and it's like, "Ah," and then the second one, and he's going back and forth with them. I don't know why it's the silliest shit, but it cracks me up. That and when he knocks out the dude in the little tuxedo,
The Monopoly guy.
the Monopoly guy,
Oh.
and he's wearing them, and he spanks him, and he tips him over, and he's like, "Do not fast go, do not collect $200." I fell out in the theater. Like it was one of those where I was on the sticky floor, like laughing. So that one always has a special place in my heart.
That's how I get treated by everyone that's taller than me.
Like the Monopoly man.
Yeah.
People pick you up.
Well, in that case, you should have just left it as that's how I get treated by everyone.
Yeah, basically.
Get your hand
Right.
out of my ass, sir.
Or don't. All right, boys.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I gotta bounce off here. I gotta put the little man to bed.
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism for jerking off?
No, I got no.
Hey.
I have to take Gunner to bed. I have to take
Oh,
Gunner to bed.
We were giving health
Said
tips earlier.
Withers-
It's zinc. You need zinc.
No shit, I'm out too, boys.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Adios,
Y'all have a
amigos.
Later.
Lescus, it was good seeing you again.
Cheers, man.
Ryan, we'll see you guys Friday.
Goodbye, Tabs. Be good. And Michael. Friday, the 13th.
Yes. Yeah. We'll be in touch on whatever the topic's going to be about.
All right. It better be fucking Friday the 13th. We have no other choice. Is he leaving? He's not leaving. Is he
I
leaving?
don't know. I don't
Oh,
know.
he's froze, or that's just
He's
a really
froze.
awkward face. He's so excited about Friday.
He's putting the little man to bed. That was his
back.
That was his frozen face. That was his old face right there.
Don't
You
show me
mentioned,
my
Reese,
old
Y'all-
face.
y'all have a
you
good
mentioned
night.
Reese Witherspoon once, and he's got to go put the little man to bed.
Y'all be good.
I see what he means now.
All right, man.
What are you sipping on over there? You always got that tin cup filled up, bub. What you got?
Yeah, man. They're the Momoas, dude. Like they're like the recyclable tin cups, and damn if they don't keep everything ice cold.
What you got in there? What are you sipping on?
I got a little JMO and cola.
Yeah.
I try to make a taller one if I'm going to be on camera, because I'll have to make it refills too quickly.
You've
So
been
that's
walking
also
away.
yeah. I'll be right back. But I think these are like, I think they're close to 20 ounces, so it helps out.
They look good. What you been up to, boss? Been a while.
Nothing.
Same old bullshit.
Uh-huh.
You guys getting back to school finally?
Yeah, we had the full break, man. That took everything. But I took it off too, man. I took it off too.
Did.
I was chilling, man. I should have done a lot more. I should have been dropping more content, but I did not.
No, fuck it. Enjoy it.
Yeah, man. University gives us a lot of days as it is, so it doesn't take much to take the rest.
Oh, and you had some 60 degree days in December,
Yeah.
January.
Yeah,
I'm
we were
taking
hooping,
them.
man.
I'm taking them.
We were hooping outside. It was nuts. Oh, shit, we were this week. Was it this week when we had that 60-degree day again?
Literally 2 days ago it was 60, and then 20 the next day and snowing.
Right. Yeah. That's how tuned in I am to my timeline, dude. That was 2 days ago, and I can't remember.
Oh, Tuesday, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday, but
We'll go with that.
no, I keep talking to Maddie, trying to get we got to do that Survivor Series thing. We got to do it.
I'm down whenever, man. I can't ever lock him down for anything.
Right. And fuck, it was his idea.
I know.
And now he's like, oh, you just do it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll just do it.
Right.
But like I said, I want to do decades.
Yeah.
I want to do the 70s, 80s, 90s. Load that thing up.
That's the thing, though. And especially because that makes it the hit, because we did discuss, like, you can't take multiple variations of the same dude.
No.
So
once they're off the board, they're gone.
Right. So when do you strike?
So if Ric Flair's gone in the 70s, he gone.
Yeah.
You can't get him no more. Off the board.
Which is
I
good.
like that.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah, man. You can't do. I'll take 90s.
Once Surfer Sting's gone, he gone. There is no Crow. He gone.
See, that's my Sting, man.
What,
the
Surfer
flat
Sting?
top. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah. That
Flat
blonde.
top, and yeah, that's my Sting. I'm ready for it though, man. Whenever, fuck it, man.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
give
what
them.
we do.
I say we just set it up and we give them the time and date, and
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
What do you think?
All right.
Next Saturday night.
All right.
I say so. That makes it easiest for you. I know you're a night owl, but
Yeah. That's sweet, man. That's usually the only chance I can get. Shit, man. Like, I can't imagine putting my kid to bed at 12:15. No judgment, man. Like, we have the dinner and like routine every night. Otherwise, I won't give my kid down.
oh, my little one. I bought it. Got to hit her ass with a dart. Put her ass to sleep.
Right. Yeah, man. I can't stray. If I go past like if we go past, they hit like slap happy over with, and then they're up forever. So yeah, that's why I'm usually not done till like 8. So then at that point, so yeah, I usually don't record on weekdays till 9.
Right.
Little dude starts indoor soccer tomorrow.
Damn.
We haven't hit a break yet, man. Keep that full calendar going, baby. We just got done with basketball. Now we're about to hit the soccer before spring football and baseball.
Dad's like, get a scholarship, get a scholarship.
Right? I'm working on their
Save me
place.
some money.
I'm working on their place kicking, man. Like, let's go.
I know a place where you could play if you know how to kick the football.
Yeah, that's it, dude. I'm like, man, you won't get hurt. We were talking about it, man. I was like, man, just be a punter. You don't even have to worry about missing the game-winning field goal, dude. Just boot it.
That's all you gotta do.
They don't
I don't
run back
remember
anymore.
one punter's name. What about you? Oh, Pat McAfee, I guess he'd be the only one.
Let's say I just remember
That's just
Bears.
because.
That's all I can remember. O'Donnell.
You don't really
Oh.
want to be. I mean, the punter wants to be the, but you don't want to be on a team with a good punter because that means you ain't fucking scoring a whole bunch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that cat's getting some practice.
Who is that dude? Oh man, I was trying to think of some, but now you got me, dude. I can't think of any punters' names too. I was trying to think of that dude from the Raiders. They used to talk all that shit.
Oh, not Janikowski. That was the kicker. That
No,
talked
he
all
was
the
the kick.
shit, but-
Seabass was the kicker. They had a punter too.